No, not all.
Alright, guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back. Alright, so we are starting now inside a tavern. You had just come back from quite recently weaseling out some goblins from a cave. You are a group of adventurers in your guild named
SNS.
Stealth and suicide.
Stealth and cesspool of people. Stealth and suicide. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stealth
This
and
is a good
suicide.
start.
You are all sitting here at your tavern at this table. There's a few other people. There's two here sitting at this table. They're conversing at that rather tall table. There's another guy over here in the corner drinking by himself. And then there is the barmaid behind the bar here. She is getting drinks and bringing them out to other people. This is your tavern. It is called the Sister Wife. You can ask the owner about that.
That's my religion.
The Sister Wife. It's called the Sister Wife.
Wow. So
You all live here. This is also considered your guild hall, where you all live upstairs in this tavern. You're rather familiar with Layla, who is the bar maiden, also the owner, and there is a chef in back, but no one really knows anything about him. He's kind of a more conspicuous guy. He keeps to himself.
what season is it? Just so I
It is the late end of summer.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so you just come back from adventuring. You're sitting at this table. When you overhear one of the other patrons over here, these two guys here at this other side of this table, they're talking. And you overhear one of them say something that you hear is like, what? And you barely catch that he's talking about the end of the world. And it sounds just like, it's just enough to turn your head. You don't really understand what they're talking about, and it's a little bit louder. There seems to be some sort of noise outside, and all of a sudden you hear this striking thunder as it begins to rain outside. So it's about, let's say, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not normally so dark, but it seems a little bit more gloomy outside due to the weather.
Can anyone have something that you can hear them more,
Ears.
I do have ears.
You can roll for perception, anyone.
Their...
I'll roll for perception.
Yeah. Okay.
15.
Ooh.
All right, 15. Let's test
For
that.
what?
Perception.
Oh yeah.
To see if I can hear them.
Yeah, you overhear them talking, and there's this one man. He's a little bit more wily. You see him every once in a while, but you don't really remember his name. He's speaking underneath his breath in hushed tones. You see those clouds out there? I tell you, it's getting darker. Oh, how a bad feeling about this.
Look to the camera. Whoa.
I'm gonna be doing gym looks the whole time.
The other man is sitting there. He's just kind of like, I suppose. He seems a little bit more timid. He's just he's sipping his wine. A little bit more tastefully than the other man who has his beer kind of slogged out. It's spilled over and coating his hand and all over the table too. He seems a little bit drunk, the guy who's talking about the end of the world.
Hey, what are you talking about the end of the world about?
Yeah.
You're here.
No,
Wait,
that's
where are
not
you?
me. I'm
I was thinking
Mr.
Oh, you're
Little
here.
Boy.
Oh yeah,
Why
you
should
look
you?
away.
I check.
My thing is direct confrontation.
Luckily
Is
you,
it? Okay.
Yeah, that's my personality trait
Okay,
during
I was like-
this season.
Okay.
So
Alright.
otherwise, definitely wouldn't be.
You yell over your buddy here.
Isaac falls from my voice.
And what is your name again?
Osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis. You yell over to this man, and he turns to you. I'll say it's the end of the world.
Why?
Have you not seen the clouds outside?
But those are just clouds.
Have you seen how dark there is?
Are they darker than normal?
The darker clouds than normal. Also, I heard once that
Is this
the
Jack
clouds.
Sparrow?
That's what I was. I heard once that from my neighbor, he came over to my house and he said his cousin had not come back from his trip across the sea, and now he was supposed to be back months ago.
Oh, snap. Where did he go?
To Mirren.
Oh, sick.
How do you spell that?
M-Y-R.
M-Y-R.
Ren.
Marin.
Mirren.
Are you
He
sure?
goes and he takes another swig of his beer.
Of course.
He coughs on it and chokes, spills it over the table a little bit. He's a little bit drunk.
Maybe she knows.
But people
That's
get
her.
lost.
We're good friends with
People
her.
get lost at sea all the time.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that's the end of the world.
It's not too uncommon.
Well, I also heard that the birds have stopped coming round. Have you heard a bird lately? No, you haven't.
Well, it's also like rainy and cloudy outside, so why would birds be out and about?
That's
during
my
rain and
exact
cloud?
point. It's the clouds that are ushering the end of this world.
It's just gonna rain a little bit more than usual.
I mean, I don't know a lot about
I'm
clouds,
gonna
but I don't think that means the end of the world.
go to her and just ask her if she's the barmaid and she hears everything.
Okay, she's over here.
I just want to ask her, hey,
Hi there, love.
hello, have you heard anything suspicious about the end of the world?
The end of the
Any-
world.
Any,
Wait, Isaac, don't you know about the end
have
of
you
the
heard
world?
anybody
I don't
talking
talk
about the
about
end
it.
of the world in
What-
your lady?
You mean other than that fellow there sitting at that table?
Yes.
So-
Have you heard anything else?
You know what?
Yeah.
I do
So
think
soft.
I have heard it once before. Some funny
Wow.
fellow. He came in.
Fair enough.
He was playing the flute,
So peaceful.
and he came. He was sitting at one of our tables, and he was just telling his stories and what. He was a bit of an attention whore, I'd say, but he was saying something about the end of the world.
Do you know exactly what he was saying?
Wait, what? Me?
Something. It was a far-fetched tale. Something across the sea. Magic smoke. I don't know. It was just. It was just hearsay.
Okay.
Isaac sweating.
Thank you, then.
Yeah, that's seems like complete crap.
What a crazy
As you go and you sit down, all of a sudden someone else comes in through the door. It's gonna be this guy. Comes in.
Not really a guy, that's a dice.
It is what
You
appears
got
to
it.
be
Good
a
perception.
royal guard from His Majesty the King. He's decked out in.
Like we know it.
He's decked out, and you guys have lived in this
Yeah.
kingdom. You're here in the city. It's the
Okay.
capital city.
Okay, there we go.
Here's
Yeah,
here's some more information. Your
my
tavern
actual
here is
person
in
doesn't know what any
is
of
in the
this
capital city here. You recognize him as to be a royal guard.
Okay.
He's decked out in some heavy armor, some plate armor, that has the inscriptions of a royal guard, which are more like elegant golds woven into his armor.
Okay.
He comes to you, and he looks a little bit concerned. He rubs his hand through his black hair, and he itches out a mustache across his nose, and he goes, "Oi, are you the SNS guild?
Hey, that's us.
SNS?
Yeah.
Stealth and suicide, yes?
Yeah, that's us.
Right.
Wow, I didn't-
You've been summoned
Oh,
By
where?
who?
What by who?
by the king himself.
Oh, dear God.
Himself.
Well,
Wow.
let's go.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Please, I mean, you must come with me. All of a sudden, a rock comes crashing through this window here, bashes a massive hole, and you can hear a little bit louder outside. It appears as if there's this low rumbling, as if people are kind of yelling, but it's further down the streets.
I want to go out and look
Yeah,
at
let's
this.
go.
Okay.
I mean, did it hit him?
I'm also
No,
very
he
ready.
turns. Everyone kind of turns
Okay,
and
everyone
slaps
turn.
the shot.
Alright, everyone out.
Oh, you hear the
How
barmaid.
big is this rock?
It's a decent sized rock. It was kind of.
They
like
better
that.
be
It
ready.
looked like
I got
actually
magic
someone had
missile
pulled up one of the
ready.
stones
Alright,
from
we're
the
going
cobblestone
out.
road
We're
and
going out
chucked
to
it
check
through
what
the
it
window.
is.
Damn,
Okay.
it's like
First.
Who goes outside? Who
Yeah.
stays in here? Or is
Blake,
everyone?
I
me and
do.
Blake.
I'm gonna stay in here.
I'm first, Blake second.
That's fine.
Usually how it goes.
Okay.
What
So-
is that supposed to mean? Alright.
So,
In our
just the two of
characters
you have gone
form.
outside?
Fair enough. That's fine.
Are you drawing with pencil?
No.
Okay, just the two of you go outside?
Yes.
Okay, so you two, as you step outside the streets, you're getting rained on a little bit, but you notice that the clouds here are a little bit more gray than black. And you see out on the horizon, they appear to be much, much darker, blacker than anything you've really seen before. And it makes that story that the guy tell you seem a little bit more plausible, but you kind of flush it away.
He might be right. but-
Yeah. It's a far-fetched thing. They're a little darker
Right,
than normal.
Maybe.
You know,
Okay.
and you look down the street and you actually see there's people with torches as they're running through and they're throwing rocks into building windows, and you see people rushing inside the storehouses of these little shops that are along the road. Other people are running up and down the street. Another guy comes, he runs past, and he chucks another rock and breaks out this window over here on this side. Glass shatters to you guys that are here sitting at this
A
table.
duck.
It shatters across the table.
I'd like to use, give me 1 second. Magic missile on him.
Okay.
Alright,
On
yeah.
who?
Who's
Yeah.
rock?
On the guy that threw the rock.
Okay.
Ah. Go for it.
So he's that.
He's that guy. He's running past.
Okay,
We
so
don't know. Like we shouldn't kill them, right?
each dart.
He wants to kill him.
Right.
He looks to be-
my
he looks to be
flaw
about
is
a-
I punched first during this season.
Okay.
You see him as
Apologies.
he's probably about a 17-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hitting him
We
with
don't know
magic
why
missile.
they're rioting. No, I'm awfully good. I'm trying to divert you from this.
You're
Why?
awfully good.
Lawfully.
Oh.
I'm chaotic.
As you're
this is for
discussing
the
this,
law.
this
This is breaking law.
No.
I cast a magic missile.
Please stop.
4 plus
Please.
Crazy.
okay, so 8.
8.
Does
8
that
total?
beat his AC?
Yeah.
He's,
you
have
he's
back too.
17.
Yeah.
Right,
okay,
yeah.
so I hit him with
You go.
3 darts of D4.
Okay, yeah.
Baby.
So 4,
Just like
5, 4, 13.
He's dead.
13.
I know.
Okay, the 17-year-old boy, just a street urchin. You hit him in the back, and all of a sudden,
Hey, he said urchin.
there's a hole burnt into his back of his shirt as he goes and he flops flat on the ground. You
No.
just got this.
Can I heal him?
No
You don't know
more
if he's
rocks
alive.
will be thrown
He's
today.
just like, you hear kind of this moan, and he kind of lays there in the street on fire from the little bit on his back. This kind of blue ethereal.
Asti, what did you do? What have you done?
No one will destroy my place
What
of...
have you done? He's just a boy.
You notice more of these
He
crowds are
struck
kind of
my
moving their
tavern.
way this way.
Oh, can I heal him?
Yeah, you're gonna run over there and do it.
I'll help.
Sure as hell can
Okay,
Okay,
you
I'm
hear
running
commotion.
over and healing him.
You all hear like this commotion outside. You don't really know the specifics of what's going on. For the three of
Can
you,
I
so-
do lay on hands or can I cure wounds? Or
Either
just
one.
create a lay on hands is only 10 HP. Will that heal him?
Oh yeah, you're
Okay.
giving
What
him
is-
10 health
what does
points.
healing word
How
do?
many
Okay.
health points do you want to give him? Because
Like
you
how
can
many
give him
health
this
points
one.
would healing word do?
Healing.
I only have so
He
many
seems
in
to
this
be
whole
in
session,
pretty
right?
bad condition.
This whole session, I only have a couple. Or does it?
So,
Oh, when I sleep.
After a long rest.
Let me give. How many will heal him?
Okay.
A creature you
You
can
can
see
give him
regains
1,
hit points
2.
equal to
Give him
1d4
2. Give him
plus
2.
your
Okay.
Heal on
plus your
hands.
spell casting.
Okay. You go.
Which is wisdom.
You go and you place your hands on his back. Instantly, the blue flames begin to simmer and kind of fold down and dissipate. You see his back is heavily burnt to a crisp. It appears as if the skin itself is peeled back just from the immense force of the blast. As you put your hands on it, you notice his skin begins to grow back rather rapidly. He goes and he's not conscious, but he's beginning to kind of grunt as if he were asleep. He's just moaning a little bit, and laying there in the street. He'll be fine. You know from your experience,
Okay.
he'll be fine. He's really low health
Perfect.
points, but he's unconscious laying in the
Perfect.
street.
I'm just gonna. Can I move him over so he doesn't get run over?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you pick him up.
Okay.
Okay. As you're doing that, what is everyone else doing?
Just
I
Well,
was-
this
I
way.
was with her.
I'm gonna.
You're with her. Okay, you went out here. You see her picking him up and carrying him off to the side.
Where's the
What
guy?
is everyone else?
Is there any more
doing?
healing that
Is
needs
this
to
the
be
boy?
done?
No, I
They're
healed
all
him.
just they're
Wow,
kind
I
of sitting
guess
there
that's
talking
not
about this.
useful.
This one guy's
Well,
brushing glass off the
Evan,
table.
Help me.
And this guy stood up over here.
Can
Layla
I
has come
see
over.
through that window?
Through that window? Yeah. You can see
He's
her
just
out
my
there.
best friend.
Okay.
I
I'll go
You
I
outside.
guys
follow.
stay by my
Okay.
side.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No.
worry.
I go
Okay.
to Bree.
Whoa.
What the?
Hold table.
So you all go outside?
Yeah.
Okay, as you go outside, he's like, this guy comes out.
Yeah, the Royal
The
Guard.
Royal Guard, he
Moving
comes
over.
out. He's like, I really must insist, we must be going.
Okay, let's go. We're going with you. There's a riot happening. We need to
I
leave.
already almost killed
Let's go. He's
somebody.
over to the
He
side.
says this more to you guys. You're over
Oh,
here,
okay,
so
so
you
I'm
kind of
over here
turn. You
still.
hear it, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
I'd
come
like,
on, let's
I'd like to
go.
look at the crowd. So
Ayo,
there's just
kill
a
the
big
sea
crowd
urchin
coming
and
in.
we're ready to go.
there's a crowd. They appear to be looting the other stores and shopkeepers. They're kind of making their way up the road.
You
here.
can talk to them. Conversation.
Yeah,
Hey, why are you
I
doing
can talk
this?
to them with my spell.
Wait. No! Asti, we
posted-
don't know why they're rioting. We don't know what happened. Don't do this.
I posted
Let's go
They-
with the. We
They
need to go with the guard.
They need
I'm
to
yelling at
pay
you.
for their
No,
transgressions.
let's go with the
Okay,
guard.
You can run back over there if you want.
Okay.
Okay, Evan. Anyone else want to do anything? Kind of tell me what you're doing.
I'm fighting with Asti. Just make sure he doesn't do anything.
I
too.
Don't you?
Okay, yeah,
Hey,
speak
stop,
out loud.
please.
Okay, tell him, not me. I'm not.
Yeah.
Hey, stop, please.
Stop. Let's go with the king's guard. Let's go. Come on. We don't know what's happening. Maybe the king will have
Okay,
answers.
please, this way. Follow me.
Okay, the
He goes-
king will have answers. Okay,
He's
let's go.
ushering you this way. He's like,
I'm
follow
following
me.
this guy. I'm following this
He goes and
guy.
he passes down this alleyway.
Create.
Connor, why are you calling me?
Answer it.
Is
No.
Okay, well, I'm following
Hey,
this guy. Everyone
hey.
else.
Design is design.
I'm following him.
Come here.
You said jump.
Okay, Evan, you're coming with me, right?
But I like float a
yes.
little bit because I'm
Alright.
drunk.
Alright, we're going.
How close am I to this crowd?
You're not anymore.
The crowd is over here. You passed it along the alleyway. Unless you're staying
We're
right
in
here.
the alleyway now.
I still
Fine,
like
I'll
bending.
go.
Thank you. We're going. We're all going.
Okay.
I don't have.
Alright,
best
focus in. Focus in.
Avatar.
Focus in. We're scattered. Focus in. Okay. You're going through this alleyway. There's a building here.
Yes.
Here with me. Building here. And there's buildings kind of more along this way. You go, and he's leading you down this alleyway down this way.
If I come across any commoners, I will.
Okay, we're coming, we're
You
coming.
hear the crowd,
Come
and
across
you hear just across over here.
Over.
These people are running and ravaging just the town. They appear to be just like normal townspeople.
Can I talk to like, what is happening in the town?
What's happening?
I'm like yelling at the guard.
At the guard.
Yeah, just
like-
what is happening?
All will be made clear soon. Here, follow me.
Okay, we're
We
going.
can't speak here. He goes, and you come up over here, pause there,
Okay.
to a grate in the ground. A circular grate.
Oh, like a
It's
manhole.
quite well. It's like a manhole. It has bars patched over it, like that. He comes to it. He goes, takes down one of his keys, and he unlocks it. And using his strength, he goes and picks it up, and kind of flops it over onto the ground.
Does he
It's
have
like-
big strength?
Down, please.
Perfect. Boom, boom, boom.
Who goes? Are you all going?
I'll go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Everyone going? Evan, Isaac,
goes
Connor.
first.
Boom,
Okay.
boom, boom.
Wait,
Better
is
watch
there a
out.
ladder?
I'm working on my holy scriptures.
We jump in.
So I can
Is there a
quote it.
ladder or is it
Like
just
my
a
character
pile?
sheet says.
All right. So you
We're
go and
all
you
in there.
pass down into the sewer gate here. Okay.
Can we go over here? There's more room
I'm
for you.
allergic.
What do we need
Are
to do?
you allergic to?
That's okay. Yeah. Here, why don't you bring him over here? Here's the sewer. We're reconstructing it.
Well,
Man,
we went in there.
Yeah, you went in there.
Okay.
Okay. You
Okay,
came
right
outside the sewer.
Okay.
The light from the little bit of daylight that's left beyond just the gloomy clouds and rain is passing down through this grate, and you can't see very well. But this soldier, he's like, follow me. He trails one of his mailed fists down the wall, and you just kind of hear this scraping. He comes, he's like, come on, let's go. We don't have time.
Hey, Blake,
We're all late.
your arm's about to fall off.
And he goes, oh yeah.
Yeah, I
his
know.
arm.
It's a little broken.
Oh, okay. It's like it's pretty broken.
no.
Yeah.
No.
That's what you get when you don't put it in a case.
That's what
Shut
you
up.
get When the cat gets
Okay,
out.
so
What the heck?
what's the order of walking? I need to know this.
Probably.
Third.
I'll be first.
Third.
I'm first.
I call third.
Second.
Second.
I'm
which one are you?
I'm right behind
I'm
Bruce.
scimitar. I mean,
Sickles.
I'm right
sickle.
behind you.
Not scimitar.
That's alright, Blake is. He's called it.
That's
I'm your best friend now.
Which
Alright.
one are you?
This guy.
You're my friend.
Essays.
Me.
Okay, did you guys decide your order?
I don't
Yes.
necessarily want to be,
Yes.
but
Ooh, who's
My best
splashy?
friend.
no, right behind
Oh.
you.
Oh. Okay, we're ready in the order.
Okay, cool. So you're walking down this long path. It's very, very dark. Anyone have dark vision?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Okay, you
I
two.
don't.
You can see farther than anyone else. It appears to be. Shh. It appears to be just this long hallway. You see little holes and tunnels. It's the sewers of underneath the city. It smells terrible. This
Yeah.
wretched smell of just fecal matter and decay. You actually see that there's a person down there. He's kind of gnarled over. He appears to be eating something in his hands. You don't know what it is. It could be a rat. He's kind of he's sitting there. There's actually a group of people in one of the enclaves in here. You see as you kind of pass by, he's leading you past these, and they're all just sitting there in the dark and in the feces, and they're all just they're the poorest of the poor of the town, of the city. They're all just filthy poor, eating whatever they can, only emerging when they feel like it's safe. It's the underclass of the entire civilization. You're walking through here, and you hear up ahead, appears to be someone crying. No one else seems to be paying mind. They're all kind of focused on their own huddlings, shakings, shiverings. They're all focused on themselves, not even cognizant of what's going on above, because you can't hear it very well. Okay. As you're walking down this tunnel, the crying begins to get a little bit louder. and every once in a while you pass by one of these grates, shedding just a little bit more light down on you. You have dark vision in the front, so you're the first person to see.
I also have it. and I'm
Where are
second.
you? You're
Sorry, you're in the back.
What?
You're
I
second to
called
last.
second.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, everyone else was faster.
I said it right after we said first.
All right,
Yeah,
well you
but I
weren't
thought
paying
best
attention.
friends
That
would get
means
probably
nothing.
really-
Okay.
I'll kill you too.
Okay. You're walking down this path, and you see it first because you're in front and you have dark vision. Even before the guard sees it, it's like, what is that noise? And you go and you see it appears to be a small child, just lying there on the ground, holding its leg, and it's crying.
Okay, can
Very
I run
small
up to the child and ask what's wrong?
Yeah, do you pass the guard or do you just kind of
I've
walk?
probably passed the guard.
Okay, so you kind of push back and it's like, oi, what are you doing?
And I ask him.
Okay, you go up to just the kid.
Yeah, I go
Okay.
for the kid.
So the kid's lying there on the ground. It's a little.
And I asked him, I was like, are you hurt?
He goes, he's crying. He doesn't even, he's not very old. He's only about 6 years old.
Oh.
He's there crying on the ground. You see his leg. It appears to be bent in a way that's not normal.
Can I heal him?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay, I'll try to heal him.
Okay. Are you gonna roll, or are you just using your lay on hands, or what are you
Well,
using?
I've used 10 HP. Yeah, I will roll for on this one. Cure wounds. Creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8. One word. Can you hand me the one?
You can just roll this.
Plus. Oh.
That's a D8.
Plus something. Whatever. I'll find that later. Wow.
1. All right. He gains 1.
Plus wait,
point.
plus your
That's
spellcasting, so it'll be 4.
Oh, okay. So you go and you heal his leg. This a little bit of light begins to radiate from your hands, and you can see more. The child appears to be pale skin, bald, only wearing only wearing a few like rag clothes. You don't know how long he's been down there. They appear to be like fair clothes, but not very well
Okay.
off, you could say. He actually goes, he points up at the grate above him, where you could surmise that he must have fallen through the grate,
Okay.
because it's broken up the top.
Okay.
There.
Did I heal him enough?
Yeah, you
Did
healed
see
him. He goes and he kind of grabs onto your leg, and he holds it against your leg. It's like
Okay,
he
he's
start-
6, so
he's
can
still
I
crying,
hold him?
But yeah, you can pick him up.
Okay, I'll pick him up.
Okay, you pick him up, and he kind of just he holds into you and kind of nuzzles into your hair. It's welcome to the game.
I hold him, and
He's just whimpering softly.
could I put him back? I guess I wouldn't put him back through because then I have to find his family.
Everyone else kind of walks up, and they're up with you now. He's like,
You guys, I have this
Oi, what's
child.
that?
Should we take him with us, or should we put him back up in the crate, or in the crate to see if we
on
can
our
find his
warlock.
family? He's only 6 years
But I'd
old.
still kill the kid.
He's only
first.
6 years old. So what should
Ask
we
him
do?
if he knows where his family is.
Should probably just put him out
Do you
of
know where
misery.
your family is? Oh wait, do you know where your family is?
he kind of he just kind of shakes his head and just whimpers a little.
Should
He
probably
doesn't
put
know,
this
he's
kid
too
out just
young.
out of his misery.
No, okay. So should we put him
I'm
back through to
telling
help
you,
The
him
guard
find her?
here
Or
just
should we
goes,
take him with
I don't care what you do. We just have to keep moving.
us?
We
Okay,
have to
let's
keep
take him
moving.
with us. I can hold him.
Yeah.
If he causes any,
Okay, let's go,
if he
let's go.
causes
Okay, we're
any
going.
problems, I
Okay, we're
will-
taking
go.
him. He's,
I will
I'm
finish
holding
him.
him.
Okay, you go and you continue walking down the path.
Okay.
When you
Finish
come
this
to
kid.
finally what appears to be a dead end.
No.
You go up to this dead end.
I'll
and
just
it's like,
blast.
Who's this?
I think this is the right
Blast. We
way.
can't. I'll just blast this
Who's
dead
that? Who's that loading the green thing?
Yeah, we can. It might not do anything.
Fair enough.
Oh, here we're
You
using
right,
this
Isaac.
as
You
the
right.
guard.
You right.
This is the guard now.
Okay.
The white piece is the child.
Okay.
Okay.
We're moving as one.
All right, you go up and he walks up this wall. He's like, I think this is the right way. He goes and he feels around in his pockets. He comes out with a key, and he goes and he's kind of tracing it. He can't see very well. He's tracing it along the lines of the bricks in the wall, and finally it clicks into place. And he pushes it in, turns it, and with this loud pop, kind of, the stone creaks open, and he's
Whoa.
able to stick his fingers
Pretty
in and
cool.
pull it open. It's this kind of secret door, and inside you can see a little bit of light. It appears to be daylight from up ahead, and kind of like this larger tunnel that's it's going up. It's a staircase up. Okay. So he
Okay.
goes just like, please,
Perfect.
and he kind of ushers you through, holds open the door.
Hey, thanks.
Okay.
You hold over the door. and we
So you
walk
all kind of usher her up, and he
I
goes
walk
behind you
through
now.
the door.
in. Okay.
Behind everyone, he goes and he closes the door behind you
Boom.
with a big.
Boom.
Okay, so you all are walking up these stairs, and you come up in what appears to be a large courtyard. So I need another piece.
I walk through the door and I don't say thank you.
You don't say thank you?
Whoa,
How weird.
Isaac, what the heck?
Hey, it didn't even cross my mind.
That's a little too far. But
He's too busy to care. Okay, you walk up into this courtyard. This represents a kind of fountain that's sitting here in the courtyard.
Expectations.
That's very fair, Isaac.
And
Perfect. We
there's a
walk up.
large group of people, but specifically, yes, it's Skylanders. Ta-da. Okay, so you walk up into this courtyard. It is kind of this tunnel. It's a little bit of a gazebo that you come up out of over on this side. Let me put this. This is closer over here. You come up in this courtyard, and over here appears to be a large gate on this side.
Okay.
This is this large gate here. Okay.
Okay.
So you all come up into this courtyard, and there's a decent group of people like shuffling about. Some of them are servants that are carrying boxes out, and they're stacking them up in piles over here. Okay. And still standing up here on this fountain, there's a staircase up. And next to him, there's another man. They're standing up here. Pretend they're on it, not in it. Anyways, they're standing up on this fountain, and he nods to the guard as he comes in, and he begins to speak. He goes, "This world is ending. There's no stopping it."
Wait,
We've
who's
got
saying,
you-
who's saying this?
It's this older gentleman.
Okay.
He has a more scraggly beard. You recognize him actually to be your king.
Oh.
You haven't seen him in a long time. He's
He's
been
the
gone for a
king.
while. Yeah, the yellow one's the
Yeah.
king, we'll call. Yeah.
Hello, King. I bow down.
Beside
I
him,
don't bow.
beside him is a man dressed in kind of these more like dark robes with very gold trimming on the sides. And you see there is a decent amount of other people here. We'll give them, where's the blue? I believe there are 5. There's 5 other people that are kind of sitting about. They look and appear to be other adventurers, sort of like you. They're all different races. There's one that is a dwarf. There's a cleric. Actually, it's a dwarf cleric. There's a half-elf. There's a couple humans that appear to be of different just size and statures. Just very, very diverse group of people, and just how they appear. They appear to be just other kind of sorts of adventurers like you that have been gathered in this courtyard, as there's other servants coming and bringing things and going. Yes, one second. I lost that piece. So he goes, and he points up to that cloud that you notice is all actually very much closer. That dark cloud, it's even a different texture than the other clouds that are closer to you. It appears to be this kind of more rolling black fog. And the rest of it is kind of this hazier gray that's actual rain clouds. This more dense black fog is rolling up and overhead. It's just beyond the reaches of the city as it's coming on and rolling over the edge here. As it's slowly, like a wave, it's rolling in. So the man, he continues talking, your king. He clears his older voice. As I said, the world is ending. There's no stopping it.
Why?
My child, have you not seen the signs?
What signs?
The fog is coming. In Mirandor, there was a tribunal of wizards, like Jericho here.
I'm a wizard.
My man.
my man.
Respect your king.
Sorry.
I wasn't invited.
I wasn't invited? What?
You've heard of the Golden Tribunal, of course.
Yeah.
The highest of wizards across the ocean in Mirandor.
I hope to be one day. Yeah.
Good.
I'm
Well-
talking with the king.
Respect
We're
him.
we're conversing
Anyway.
right now.
My children, there's no time. We do not have much time left. Please. Now, my friend Jericho, our high wizard here of this city, has made preparations for us. Well, for you, to travel and to save us, or at least have a chance at saving us.
Why us?
We're the best we have left.
Oh shoot.
Shoot, you guys must be pretty desperate.
There's nothing more beyond the reaches of the city. Your fellow companions here are all that we have left, our last hope.
Dang.
Now, Jericho has made preparations for to travel not beyond the reaches of this ocean here, but beyond the reaches of space and time itself.
Whoa.
I just got chills. I did.
Now,
I did.
this holy tribunal of wizards across the ocean,
Yeah.
they have attempted something that was far too grand and far beyond the capability of themselves. They've opened a portal, a gate, unclosable now, since the gate itself has been destroyed, but from creation we came from this chaos, and to the chaos we must once again return, and that is this black cloud that we call the Abyss. It's on its way. It'll tear us all apart. There's nothing that will be left. The demons are here. They'll ravage everything and return to the black smoke. That's all that's left. We've run out of time.
My king, what will happen to you and the city?
We will be taken.
By what?
How are we supposed to actually save you though from the abyss?
As I said, Jericho here has made preparations.
Oh, so
You'll-
he knows. Okay.
It's
Yes.
coming. We have to.
Please, he will take you across the astral sea, and you must find the Curus. I know it seems like a legend, but it's the most old artifact that we've held sacred over time. It's disappeared from our world. It's not here anymore, thankfully. Otherwise, it most likely would have been destroyed. But Jericho has heard rumors that it lie on top of Mount Celestial.
Whoa.
Now, only the most good, the most fair can reach the top. And luckily, through his acquaintances, this man also has a contact on that side, an angel, in fact, that has agreed to bring down the Curus from the top of the mountain.
So we just have to go to this mountain
You
and they'll
must-
bring it down for us?
You must reach the mountain. In fact, he says that he should bring it to the sea. The man, he puts his hand on him. It's like, yes, my king. They'll reach the far reaches of the Silver Sea, and all we must do is travel there, retrieve the artifact, bring it back, and hopefully, with its power of creation itself, won by the Titans, we might harness this ability. You see this hope in his eyes as he clenches his fist. We might be able to recreate our world, a better world, one without all this chaos, and one without the abyss in itself.
Won't that still kill everybody here though? Because that's restarting. Won't everybody else here die then?
It's a sacrifice we might be willing to take, but
Oh.
He doesn't know.
don't dwell on your loved ones. You'll have them again. With the Curus, you can bring them forth
Curus.
from the chaos.
Ooh.
Yes.
Alright.
Can I grab your hand?
I'm a
King's
gift
hand?
Zerai.
You have to travel up
I'm
here.
used to traveling.
Can I
into
travel up here?
planes.
And hopefully we can use your abilities.
Can I travel
Yeah,
up
you
here?
can travel up here.
I wasn't done.
Sweet.
I'm ready. If we can bring
I
back
will
Jericho-
grab-
if we can bring
grabbing
back
the king.
You look like
Jericho
me
goes and he
when
steps
I
in front of
was
you, or in
that-
front of the king,
Okay.
just to kind of like make
Okay.
sure. Like,
teleport video. As
May
just
I?
I do.
May I have access to talk to the king?
you may speak to him.
Okay. Can I grab his hand? And can-
Okay, you reach for it, and the
Okay.
king goes with his older hands.
My king, I want to promise you that we will bring peace and restore this kingdom and all who lives there, and we will find the Curus and restore peace to the land.
My child,
Atta girl.
thank you. But I
Try
fear
to
I
keep you
won't
alive,
be here
king.
to remember such things. You must go now.
I don't say that.
And as he says that, a large pounding comes from this gate over here.
What?
Uh-oh.
You hear this.
Don't open it.
It sounds like screams and yelling of people. They're just yelling, and it's those same looters. They've come and they're banging on the gates here, trying to open it. You see these guards have come.
Do
Set them on fire.
the looters know
What do we
about
do
the
with
end
the
of the world
child?
too then?
I'm still holding him. What do I do with the child? What do we do?
We leave him here. We can't take him with us. There's no point. He'll just be baggage.
He's just gonna die.
This
if we
yelling and
take
shouting.
him.
They're yelling, screaming
we
at the
got
gate.
it.
And
We
all of a
gotta go.
sudden,
What do we
can't
do?
worry.
We have to
yells
go
turn to screams, and you notice they sound almost like death curdling, and this roar from beyond the abyss.
Yeah, we
As
gotta
the clouds
go. We gotta,
roll
we gotta
overhead.
just leave
They come
this
to the
kid. We
brink
can't take him
here.
with us.
And all of a sudden, the gate, you hear this louder pounding, something beyond what human fists could do. It pounds.
Okay,
Yeah,
I look
we
at the
gotta
child.
move quick.
I'm like, my child, I'll come back to you. I promise. Just be strong. And then I put him down with the king, and
I give the
Okay.
child
As we
my
walk
holy
All of a sudden,
symbol.
this massive beast
yeah.
Dude,
breaks
that's a-
through.
that's a
Yeah.
nice
I
big-
dive into the cesspool.
I'm giving the child one of my holy symbols.
You
Thank
give the
you.
child your holy symbol.
He has
Hey,
two
holy
again,
fire,
so.
thank you.
The kid's just
Enigma.
He sees the beast and he kind of stumbles back on his leg. He's still limping a little bit.
We
He's
give
feeling
him,
it.
yeah, to
I
somebody
cast
over here.
mage armor on the boy.
Thank
Major.
you.
Mage armor.
Thank you,
Okay.
Asti.
He'll have 13 plus.
Thank you,
Did you just-
dexterity?
Hey,
Osteoporosis.
Where'd you leaving the kid? You leaving him on the fountain?
Well, I'm technically
Like
on the
fountain
edge.
steps? Yeah.
So I
you're
need to
fountain
leave him with
steps.
somebody over here, is pretty much. Like,
Alright.
Okay, they're all coming with
I
you,
come
these
over.
adventurers here.
Oh,
It's
well,
like
coming with.
who's not
King's
coming with?
leaving.
There's the king?
The king, yeah.
So we
Alright.
leave the child with the king. We have to.
I
Okay.
go
You go and you
touch the
drop the
boy, give him mage armor, and then
And
I jump
then-
into the fountain.
Dude,
Boy.
you're the guy that has the broken
Oh
arm.
shoot! Right.
Stop throwing your big hand.
Dang.
Anyway, this is Zacharias,
I
right?
do this move.
Jericho.
Right?
Jericho.
Oh, what the?
Both of them.
Zacharias. Isn't that funny?
No,
Oh,
he's
Zacharias.
Zakar. Anyway, Jeremiah, what do we do? We're here. What do you want us to do?
Jeremiah.
Jericho. Jericho, what we
Quick.
doing, boy?
To the land bridge.
To the land bridge.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Over here.
Not the fountain.
Grab supplies as you go. We must
We're
hurry.
grab the box, or
I'm
grab the
ready to cross
boxes.
it before it renders.
Bye.
Boom, beat the game.
Okay.
Okay. He
I
says
grab-
start
I
grab
grab a box.
grab supplies and go.
Grab this. Grab it. We're grabbing.
As this
Grab.
massive
We're going. Grab.
as this massive
Go, Evan,
horned
go.
beast with this large sword,
Wait, you're the bread one.
4 arms, it comes plowing through the gate. And it swings down at these guards here as they kind of try and encircle it.
Anything we
Swings,
can do?
just destroying them.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh.
anything we can do to help them?
I'd like.
Ooh, do you have any more blue folders?
Okay. Instead of grabbing a box and going, I'd like to cast my Ray of Frost cantrip on the giant thing so that he slows down. And
Okay,
also
wait,
takes
where are you?
damage.
You're here?
I'm right there.
Okay.
Can I? Yeah, I
Yeah.
should be able to reach him. Okay, so yeah, so it just kind of happens. So he has to roll to just. He has to roll. He has to beat 14.
Beat 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Oh, drag.
Okay. So
All
you
right.
cast this ray of frost. He kind of shakes it off.
Anything else? Come on.
He
Anything
looks
else?
at you, stomps his feet, digs it into the cobble,
All
and
of
actually
mine are
breaks
close
the cobble.
combat.
As if it were just dust beneath his feet, and
Oh,
runs,
geez.
plows over one of these guards here, steps on him,
Here.
and crushes him completely like a
You
tin
guys,
can.
you guys just go and take the stuff. I
Rushing
can
at you.
slow him down. I can teleport 30 feet. So if he
Okay.
tries and hits me, I can.
As
just
you're
boom
standing,
out of
as
here.
he's dashing
Just go.
Okay,
towards
we
you,
need to go. We gotta go. This says
We
there's
bend
Jericho.
brings
over
up.
here.
Oh wait, bring Jericho back here. Jericho,
Jer-
stay back here.
Oh,
Okay. There's these people. They're running. There's
thank you so much.
There's a few of them. They're grabbing boxes and they begin running
Quick,
with you.
go.
These other adventurers. A few of them stay behind actually and protect the king though, who's over here with this child and started running behind the boxes. But
If you're not coming with us, go already.
He's supposed to protect the king. He wants to die.
are running over here.
He doesn't
Okay.
want to
Okay,
die. He wants
so-
the world to be
He
saved.
loves dying.
Shut up, Isaac.
Okay. So you two are back here. You've run over here to this land bridge, and now you're getting towards the end of it as you realize it really just ends in this kind of turret up here, which is just.
Boy! How dare
I'm
you?
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's a tower, all right.
Okay.
It ends in a tower. There's nothing on beyond it. Below you just see a. Listen up. Below you just see the ocean and rocks and just it's a long drop. You get to the end of it and you pile up your stuff and you realize, what do we do now? Because there's more supplies back here. You can go back and get more. You can do whatever you want, but you reach the end and you realize there's nothing here.
Okay,
Right now.
you're here. Drop your side. I run. Drop my side. Go back.
Okay, you start going back, and you get like there.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to come back, you can start running back this way. Meanwhile, Blake,
Yes.
this guy runs. He swings his sword up at you and starts to come down. When all of a sudden, a ray of just immense light all of a sudden bursts out of Jericho's staff. He raises it up beside you, and it turns your head out of the way with whatever spell you had prepared, and you kind of curl over in just this immense flash of light and heat, and it's all
Whoa, Jericho.
Oh, this light! And whatever this beast is of the deep abyss, it backs this deep dark magic. It bursts backwards, falls back onto its back, and kind of scrambles up with its four arms. It kind of pushes itself up. Arms are still holding this large sword. It kind of stumbles back and onto its feet when all of a sudden other things start coming out.
Of this dark guy?
No, it was a gate.
Oh, of the gate. Okay.
Yeah.
The gate.
Other beasts and just monsters.
Whoa.
Oh wait,
Paint
I
them.
can do one of those
I didn't paint
too.
these. These came painted.
Oh, okay.
Is he from Ghostbusters?
What the heck?
These other monsters, they come flying and over the gates and over the walls and through
I
them.
don't like those.
And they're coming towards you guys. Okay, Blake, what do you do?
I'd like to cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
So this is a Constitution saving throw. They
Okay,
have
at
to-
what?
14 is what they have to beat.
At what?
Oh, it's a 15-foot cube. That's just
15?
a 15-foot cube.
Around you or around
Originating from oh shoot, 15 around me.
Okay,
It's
so you
pushed
have to
10
get
feet
closer.
away. I get closer and then I cast Thunder Wave.
Where?
So
Oh boy, you're gonna just have to take this arm off.
oh drat, that's fine. I can
No,
just,
you won't. Does it really?
For now, just
Oh,
you
for
can
now.
glue it back
okay,
on,
that's fine.
but it keeps falling off. Okay, where do
Okay,
you
so I'll go right here and cast Thunder Wave with
Okay.
my one arm. Thunder Wave.
go? Okay. You cast Thunder Wave. What's the
They must all make a Constitution saving throw.
against what?
14.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. So, this beast here, it's kind of this fire-lit, cat-like thing.
Mm-hmm.
It falls aside and kind of skids across the ground, over and into the fountain steps.
Okay.
It kind of growls.
Wait, so did I hit it?
Yeah, you hit it.
Okay.
You hit it and knocks it over to the side. And whatever this beast is, he goes and backs up at the loud noise, claps over his ears with one hand, and draws his sword up and swings down at you, taking an opportunity attack.
Can I do my phase step and teleport 30 feet away?
Is that a bonus action? I don't
yeah,
think so.
I don't know.
Is it?
I don't think so. It probably
It's
is.
Misty Steps, I believe, so I don't
No,
think-
mine's phase step because it's a special skill with.
No, I know, but I believe it acts the same as Misty Steps.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't either.
Okay, we're gonna say that. Probably not.
Okay.
You can try and run back some ways, but
Yeah,
right now.
try-
Okay.
I'd like to run away from
What
his
direction do
weapon.
you go?
This way.
Okay,
Back.
you run back this way. He still catches you as you're going back. All of a sudden, he swings down. Cool. Okay, he swings his sword down, whooshing. You almost feel the air of it on you. When all of a sudden, you feel like the air around you just might have been sliced in half. And now you're over here.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Jericho has teleported you. He goes, and you see kind of like this burst of
Oh.
light.
Teleported you.
Acts like, go, get out of here.
All right,
He
thank
goes
you,
and he
Jericho.
throws these scrolls at you.
I grab them.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to try for that. He throws
wait.
these scrolls.
Which-
He's running this way. He throws
Which
these
ones
scrolls.
did I hit? Because they also take damage.
You hit this thing.
Okay,
You
so
didn't-
that.
Yeah. You only would have hit these two.
Okay.
Okay.
10 and 5.
Okay.
Because
Dude.
well, that won't do.
Ten.
Won't do anything.
Yeah,
Never
on
mind.
that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
So yeah, this thing he's kind of like hit the
Just wanted
steps.
to do
You're running
damage
over
too.
here. Okay, Jericho threw those at you. Go ahead and make a dexterity check.
6.
6. All right. So you go, and you manage to catch one of them out of the air. Miracle of God.
Since
Amen.
I'm here, by this time, can I go and catch the other?
Yeah, you can start running back. Yeah, and you go,
Okay.
and they've scattered across the ground. You actually see something metal. It clinks across the ground.
I'd like to go
and
for
skids
that.
over here.
I'll
Okay.
go and run.
So, are you
towards
trying to
that.
grab the metal, or are you trying to grab the scrolls? What are you doing?
He's gonna grab the
I'll
medals.
grab the
I'll
medal,
grab
so
the
you grab the
scrolls.
scrolls.
Okay,
yeah.
you go and you grab about. I think there's about 5 scrolls.
I grab all of them.
So I grab the
them all.
one, and then you grab the other 5.
Yes,
And
I
then
got the
I'll
5
also
scrolls. You
have-
grab the medal. Okay.
I'll grab the
Okay,
medal.
you go and
too.
you grab and you pick up these scrolls. All these things are coming towards you.
People over there. Evan, guys.
Okay,
No.
I mean, there's not
He
much.
goes,
time.
go!
Really.
He's like, forget the supplies, just go!
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we grab
Alright,
our
you
stuff
got the
and we're
scrolls,
busting
let's go.
He goes,
Oh,
and as
freaking make me
as this
run.
beast draws its sword back, and it starts to
Jericho.
swing back down at Jericho, he goes and opens up a scroll and it screams this spell out in this vast language that seems so bizarre to your ears you can't even hardly hear it. It sounds like this clanging metal noise when all of a sudden the clouds above you burst open, and this miracle just blue light, bluer than the sky. And all of a sudden, out from the heavens comes not an eagle,
Oh, damn.
but a flying ship comes passing down, and it goes and swings down on the other side of this turret here. Yep, and comes back around and stops there. Okay, good. It stops there. It's this massive ship. If I actually give you,
What's
yeah,
his name?
you'll have to find out later.
No, but
It doesn't have
I'm
it
not-
doesn't
like,
have
what
a
if it's
name
my
on it.
ship? Then I can be like,
You don't recognize it.
Linux.
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I
You go and you see that. There's supplies. You have boxes. You have about, let's say about
throw it
14
on
boxes piled up on that side that are about this big, carried with supplies.
Quick, let's get
Yeah.
the supplies on the boat.
I jump
Well, you
Jericho's
three.
disappeared
On the
beyond this
boat.
black mist that's falling.
And
these
then
things are
on
falling.
the, you guys all throw it, and then me and Blake are gonna be last because we have the scrolls in our
Okay,
hands.
everyone needs to make a dexterity check
Oh
to
god.
jump over
I
it.
have
Okay,
negative
go.
1 dexterity.
So Evan, roll your d20.
Oh shoot, 18.
19.
1. Okay,
Good
Evan,
try, Connor.
Evan and Blake just
God.
jump over.
Can I
Connor.
have that?
Ah, sick.
Oh, nice.
I have 10.
Okay, 10
That's
altogether.
19,
Okay.
Isaac.
So,
free.
you
Oh,
go,
4 plus 15,
and you manage
sorry.
to.
So
But I have plus 5 dexterity though.
Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Hold on.
Blake and Evan are the first ones to jump on.
I just
Isaac,
got-
what'd you get?
19.
19. Okay, yeah, you three are just like, you go and you jump over the edge. Did you bring boxes with you?
Yeah.
I had this.
Are you gonna throw- are you gonna
We already
I
throw
had a
them.
box.
Oh, you're throwing them over?
Here.
Okay.
We
Okay.
threw them over. And
Yeah,
they're
we
all-
threw
So
them
you
over.
started throwing over.
Yeah.
You have a couple boxes in hand. You guys even took some with you in the jump. You managed to just hurl yourself over. You do a kind of cool ninja roll with your monk
Yeah.
style. Bring up the boxes and throw them on top of the pile. You're a genuine like Dr. Seuss character. Just the way you throw those boxes in the land, you're like ta-da. And then and then there's Bree. She manages. She just barely. She's a little bit more tentative as she kind of goes and manages to jump over, hits the rail a little bit, turns and flops
Falls
down on the
off
deck.
the edge.
Oh, and hits the ground. But she's landed there on the galley.
Oh god.
Then there's Connor. He decides to roll a natural 1. He goes and
I chose.
he decides to do this. You did it to yourself.
Chose his life.
You go and you think, yeah, I'm gonna carry this box too. As you go and you're carrying this box,
I reach
kinda-
out and grab him.
you go. We'll see. You go and you kind of run, and even despite your roguish quick
Grab.
steps and
And plus 5
and
dexterity.
plus 5 dexterity,
Ugh.
you make a fatal error, and you jump slightly too early, and you just catch like your back foot
My
catches
face
the
is
edge.
like-
It catches the edge of one of the turret, or not the turrets, of one of the crundulations here. You catch the edge. Okay, you guys. You catch the edge of the wall, and you fall. You tip over. You lose the box. It's fallen down to the I'd say
That's
abyss,
what
but there's a
it's
quite
like.
literal abyss coming this way.
Oh,
It falls down into the waves below. And you go and you're falling. Who's near the side of the?
Me.
You are.
I
Isaac,
am.
And
Okay.
you already rolled for it. What'd you get?
You're on the ground,
You
so
got.
What?
you can't get up in time.
What am I
Okay.
rolling for?
You'd have to roll a dexterity and a strength saving throw,
So
Dexterity?
and as well as
Can I go with my first roll? At 12?
oh, this is not good.
No, but he already rolled
That's
once for
5.
it.
Huh?
it
Well,
doesn't
I
matter. It's a
already
natural
rolled.
1.
It's a second
He
natural
already
1.
rolled once though.
Okay,
we
roll
got
for
some good
strength.
rolls
That's
tonight.
fine. Roll for strength.
Wait, but
It wouldn't
Okay.
matter.
yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Connor,
That's a good.
Connor, as you
Welcome back,
tip
Connor.
over the edge.
It's bull.
What about Evan, Blake? Either of you?
You want? I have -1 for dexterity, but
Okay,
I'll try.
this is like.
You roll. Maybe you
Okay,
can roll
wait,
a
wait, wait,
20.
wait. She's on the ground. She can't do
Oh my
anything.
God.
Evan and you're up looking at this. Isaac goes out. He reaches his hand out, trying to grab Connor as he's falling. He goes and he just misses. His hand just barely out of the way. Connor falls past and he starts to go past the ship. You have like a second to respond. What do you do?
All right, I try to reach out for Connor as well.
Okay, so you're gonna have to like burst over the side. You're gonna put yourself at risk to do this.
I'll save you because I'm on the ground, but I can get up and try saving you.
Oh god, this doesn't seem right.
I'll,
You're on either side of Isaac's character.
Okay.
I have a 14
I can
plus
do
2
it. I have a
dexterity.
plus 0 dexterity.
I have a plus 2.
-1.
I have
You
plus
do it.
2 dexterity.
But Bree, you also have to
That's
get
a
up.
lame-
So that's
I
an
know, but I
extra
can save
action.
you.
All right,
Okay.
Evan, you should try since you have
Okay.
better dexterity than I do.
Okay,
I
go for it.
have rope. Can I? Is there a way I can like throw
10.
it up?
Not in the moment.
10,
You're fine.
10.
Connor,
10 plus
oh,
what?
0.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
very
I
hard
heard
for
that.
you.
That's right.
But then can I say Evan?
Wait,
Connor.
Evan has roll.
Connor, roll for roll another
Right?
dexterity
Don't
saving.
Roll.
I don't.
Oh,
20.
crap.
I have rope.
Oh, Isaac has roll.
Okay, listen.
Isaac should be.
I cannot let a being come
I
to
have a
harm
physical
without action.
13 plus what?
Dexterity.
Dexterity plus 5.
Oh, okay. 13 plus 5.
Dear God.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty
Plus
good.
5 dexterity.
Okay, your combined scores, you're able to just go barely. You kind of kicked your foot out, Connor.
Proficiency bonus.
Connor, you see him reaching and them reaching collectively, and you kind of fall in a way that kind of sticks your foot out, straight out in the air. And you go, and you just manage to grab it. Okay, you need to make a strength saving throw in order to make sure you hold on to
So
it.
how does the
Dear
saving-
God.
This is my freaking
How do
one.
saving throws work? Exactly?
Okay, so you'll roll it. It's just like a normal check, and then you'll add your saving throw. Proficiency.
Oh, nice.
18,
Heyo.
heck yeah.
Plus the 2.
No, plus 0. You don't have a saving.
Hey,
Okay, but
modifier.
18
Strength?
18 plus 0
Oh,
is...
strength?
Uh,
No, you're not filming. Is that,
Oh.
are you?
No.
Oh. Oh no, that's yeah. Okay, so 18 plus 2, yeah, so a 20. Not natural, 18 plus 2. Cool. Okay, so you go out. You manage to just grab him. You grab him by the length of his pants there. Your nails dig in. You feel them just like bruise and sprain, but and he swings down and he swings back and forth. You feel your pants beginning to tug off. And you're feeling like you might
Connor's gonna be naked soon.
tug off.
Tug off.
You feel him start to slip a little bit. Okay, Blake, you have a chance to respond to this. Evan's managed to catch him, but Evan has put himself at risk, kind of tipping over the edge. You also need to make a
I have
dexterity
dexterity.
saving throw.
Can I-
yourself.
I have dexterity, and by this time I
We
can
need-
freaking stand
Alright,
up.
you need one more check.
Strength.
Make a
I have
dexterity.
strength,
Alright,
remember?
so pull him up then.
Darn it.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
good.
dear God.
I-
I can say, okay, I'm rolling
That's all right.
to save Evan.
Okay, shh, listen up.
Oh,
As Evan goes and reaches over, he managed to grab Connor and swing, but as he did that, it put himself off balance, leaning over the rail. Evan too begins to slip, and now his legs are all that is hanging over.
I
this
got him.
railing.
I got him.
Again? My guy's
I have
really
strength.
Already went this second.
I have
He's so
strength. I have a
fast.
lot of strength. And dexterity.
Okay, roll for dexterity.
I got
You're
40
gonna have
speed.
to. Yeah. You bargain yourself
12
a little
and
more time.
then dexterity 2.
So
Okay.
plus, so
But
14.
then I have a
14?
I have a lot
Okay,
of
you
saving.
managed to go up and grab him, so roll strength.
15!
Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright,
Yes.
you grab onto his leg.
I got you, Evan.
Thank the
I got
She
you.
Lord.
goes and wraps herself
15
around
plus
your
3.
leg. Your hips there just like kind of swaying as you like tip sideways. She goes and pulls you and heaves you back up onto there. All meanwhile, holding Connor, just dangling. You haven't done anything yet.
I'd
You
like
want
to
help.
also try to grab onto Connor and pull
Okay,
him up.
go reach for that.
Is that strength?
Yeah,
or-
do
He
strength.
rolls the
You
one
can reach
and
it.
punches him. All go tumbling.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
He goes and like
Alright, no
his
ones.
toe
Here we
and
go.
falls off.
12 minus 2, 10.
Alright, you manage to grab him and help. Okay, so all of you together, you heave. And you
then
see
we
this
know
other
people, the
Connor.
terrible one person.
You see this other Gitzerai actually there at the helm
Yeah.
of this ship. And he goes, all aboard, here we go! He goes, he swings around.
Here we go. Just occurred to me. He's just watching this all happen. He's just like, oh, frick.
It's just a, I used
All
the
right,
wrong
let's
voice.
go.
Too. On the board, here we go. He goes, he swings
That's a good
around.
accent for
Yeah.
him. All right, here we go.
Here we go. He goes, he swings the wheel around. All of a sudden the ship tilts and it actually begins to shift the other side. It throws you all back onto the galley. It goes and swings around and it almost seems like it's going to tip upside down. In a moment that another portal opens up beside it and it zaps it upright into the air. Now you're hanging in the atmosphere, sailing for the sky. You're still in the material plane. It didn't zap its way out of the plane. But you're up there in the sky,
I don't think that happened.
sailing for the stars, when you see that there are two things flying after you. Okay, so we can go ahead and erase all this. You guys can grab your napkins and help me.
Can I do it? Can I do
Those
a
are really
spell?
weird
One of
looking.
I just had to do that really quick.
Take that.
I cast a spell on.
That was a cool little fountain thing.
What is this?
Yeah, what do you get a... Excuse. I mean, I don't excuse myself.
Excuse.
Okay, one
I
second.
don't
I
know
need to
where
grab
we're
some.
gonna go, but
Loudly, for no reason.
All right, grab your pieces and kind of collect them. They're
you
not
already
yours.
broke an arm, Connor.
If
Don't
they're not
break
yours,
it
swing them
like
back
that.
So it doesn't matter.
It does.
My guy does a cool little dance.
You can use my other character for now.
I don't want to be this girl.
All right.
So,
This is my guy. Except I suck at drawing, so I can't.
Oh, awesome. You just see the stars. Ah,
Oh
lit.
my god.
This is what I made when I had my wisdom teeth out.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh!
This is
so
awesome.
Wait, because you couldn't do anything else?
Yep.
Where'd you
Actually,
get
wait.
this paper from?
It's just the watercolor paper.
Oh my
Whoa,
gosh, look
okay.
at this,
Lost
look
in
at this detail.
This is so
Yeah.
cool, Logan.
Oh my gosh,
Thanks,
Logan.
guys.
Logan, you have to
You should have
take,
made my
like,
tree pumpkin.
You have to do an art project for me.
Like a paper art project.
Yeah.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
so cool.
So
How did
here,
you do these
position your
streaks?
guys on there. Huh? They're just
like
marker.
markers?
I just had a
Remember, guys,
marker.
we're all
so
on
it's gonna
the
have
color.
streaks no matter what.
Streaks?
Yeah.
But you like use it to your advantage to make like wood grain.
Yeah.
What the?
I want to be at the front of the boat.
No, get off.
On the.
Why? Who's why?
Me,
Yeah.
because I want to be
I
the
need
one
this.
who's
This
the-
needs
Ah,
to be
dang.
I'm a warrior and lawfully good. I feel like my position is the top of the
Well, you
house.
can't.
Wow.
If you want to,
There's
there's things I didn't make.
Go.
You also have your netting that goes up the side of the ship.
Isaac.
Raglines? Ratlines, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have your rat lines that travel up the side of the ship. Okay. As you're sailing, you see behind you, coming up, they're still a decent ways below. They're probably about 40, 50 feet down, and then another like 40, 50 feet out from your ship.
I have like no ranged attacks.
I'd like to cast Firebolt at one of them.
I like to use Life of Seclusion.
That doesn't. That's not, that is nothing, Isaac. Yeah, I'd like to cast Firebolt at one of them.
Okay, where are you?
He's right at the back.
I'm right there.
Okay, cool.
I'm.
Oh,
looking
also,
at
by
them.
the way, there
I know,
is
looking
the
at it.
Getzurai that's sitting here.
Can I
Well,
just
yo,
help
what's
it
up,
out a little
dude?
bit?
All right, great. All right, I cast Firebolt. Sorry. Oh, are they within 120 feet?
Under 20 feet?
100.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Oh,
I fixed it.
19 plus 4, 23.
23?
That's gotta hit him.
Yeah.
Let
Let me check
one
real quick.
It only hits one, but
I forgot to look. Okay, they're here.
23.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. 23. You said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
23.
that hits. Okay.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
hits.
say.
Right. Which one did you aim for? Left or right?
I'll go for my left.
Okay.
So is he? Never mind. If he's flammable, he gets flamed.
Is
But he only takes
I was just actually.
he only takes 2 damage. So.
How much damage?
That's probably what he do.
2. I didn't hit him for very much.
Okay. You hit him. It almost seems to glance off him with just how little he cares about it. He flaps his wings and it's just calling.
I tell everyone that we can learn a great lesson from this.
Does anybody have any casting spells on this?
I say I want him as.
I have
Can
a
I
javelin.
like
Can I cast
search the
that?
boxes for a crossbow or
Oh,
something?
it's
so good.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I can't use any more any spells or
search.
cantrips.
Okay.
I
Go with
mixed.
us 2.
All right. You go and you're searching through the boxes. You manage to pry one up open, and inside you see oranges.
I eat one.
I have a
You just like bite the
javelin.
rind.
You don't have to roll.
Can I throw a javelin?
Yeah,
Okay, I'd like to throw my javelin.
Roll.
I'd like to throw my javelin. So strength, I guess, right? That'd be
Strength dexterity, I believe.
dexterity. Okay,
Well, you have it here. Yeah. So plus 4.
that's 4.
Yeah.
Oh, and this. Okay.
And
Yes.
1. No. Oh no.
Uh,
Man, we have rolled a lot of 1s this time.
Yeah,
Okay.
dang it.
Where is your character? Up here.
1.
Up there.
Okay, you go. You reach and you throw out a javelin. As
Oh,
you
God.
throw it, you stumble a little bit and you trip as you're up in this crow's nest, and it falls down sideways, and it goes. And Evan, you need to make a dexterity
shit.
saving throw.
We're gonna kill each other.
It's okay. Evan has a lot of health.
Let's see.
Mine might not help.
Oh no.
Evan,
Okay, wait. What's your
Evan's gonna pull the
added
javelin
dexterity?
and throw it,
Okay.
though.
How much do you roll for a javelin again? 1d6.
Oh shoot! Evan was hit.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, Evan. You take a good 9 damage
It's okay. You still has
from the
10.
javelin.
Oh, sick.
And
The
that's
javelin
one
goes,
health.
it slices back into your leg, it hits you in the
That
calf
can
and
heal him.
pins you to the floor
He can heal himself.
of the,
Oh, okay.
Unless you
of
roll
the
a
deck
1.
up here.
Wait, Evan, can you use the javelin out? It's sticking. Pull the javelin out and throw it.
It's through your leg, like through the meat of your calf,
You
and
know what?
pinned you
Just
to
pull
the
it out,
ground.
Evan.
Yell.
Suck it up, buddy.
Ah! I yelled.
Why? Okay, so these flying beasts are coming towards you.
Okay, now I'm gonna search the boxes because I
Okay,
just
well
lost something.
you can't do that yet.
Dang it,
Okay, Connor, if you want to do anything, you have a chance to.
Connor.
Yes, I'd like to do something.
Okay, what?
I want to start running towards the front or the back of the boat.
I'd like to get to the front and I'd like to shoot one of these guys.
What do you got?
I got a short bow.
Shoot it.
1d6.
Shoot your shot.
I need this guy. Or well, I guess it's to hit.
Holy cow! Another one.
Wow, what the heck? I am
You
so
go.
pissed right now.
Connor, you
I'm
go to shoot.
pissed.
We've all rolled.
You're running up. You sling out your crossbow. Just crossbow, right?
No, short bow.
You
Short
lose
bow.
it.
You sling out your short bow to shoot.
Evan,
You go.
do you have anything?
You kind of
For, like, what?
you trip and
To
fall.
shoot them. Do you have an arrow?
You,
I have
you
a
fall
crossbow.
over and
Use
like
it.
flop on top of the railing
Yeah,
and begin to
that'd be
lose your
great.
balance as you
I do
swing
not
over.
have a crossbow.
The rock actually comes,
I have
swings
no
by,
ranged weapons.
and manages to grab you.
Except for
You're
my
not riding it.
fist.
He's grabbed
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Oh
put
my
it in.
gosh, he's grabbed
He's
Connor!
grabbed you and he's coming
Because
off
I've rolled
over
a
here.
1.
Okay.
I have rope!
Isaac, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm running to the back of the boat. I also have speed 40, so I'm pretty quick.
Oh, dang. Speed
Like,
40?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like.
I was like, yeah. Just get captured real quick.
And then I.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, pardon me. And I want to use my sickle to. Are they close enough for me to slash at?
No, this one's not. If you ran over here, you
Yeah,
could, you
slash
could
it.
jump at it and slash at it. But
But then you'd be
you
in
can
the
maybe
air.
you can maybe clip his wing if you leaned out over the thing.
Lean out and clip his wing. But then Connor is still being held by him. If we hit this bird down, Connor goes there too. Unless I have my rope that I can swing eventually.
Oh, I have rope. Okay.
Use the
Can
rope to
I
get Connor.
I want to tie something to my rope.
You have to bring this guy over your ship, or at least onto the ship, and,
Or tie the
and
bird.
attack him.
Get the bird. Tie it.
I want to tie my crowbar to my rope.
Okay, that's your turn. You're
Awesome.
tying the crowbar to your.
I'm also
Okay.
keeping an eye on
This
the
bird, this rock, it flies over and slashes at Blake.
Oh, Bob.
What is it?
It is okay. The first one is a 7. No,
Nope.
8. Is it an 8?
didn't
want to
be
Nope. And then the second attack. 14. What's your AC?
That one does.
Okay, so it goes and slashes at you with its claws and goes and bites down at your arm that is extended from the last spell you cast. It goes, it bites at you.
Ow!
Okay. Let's see real quick.
Cool.
And that is
Unbelievable. 10 on 10 will fuck you again.
What?
I'm so glad we're recording this.
10 damage.
Come on, buddy.
You take 10 damage as it yanks at your arm. Its beak latches inside, pulls you, and you go sprawling out.
This is
onto the
why I'm
ground.
missing an arm. I now have 1 health.
Okay, your hand actually tore. You're missing 2 fingers now.
Awesome.
I can heal you.
Like,
But I need to save Connor
Can
first.
she put my
Fire
fingers
the
back
nickel
on when
for
she
every
heals
time
me?
3 said, I can heal you.
We'll see.
You probably have like 5
Don't
left.
worry about it. I can heal
Whose
you.
turn is it?
Who went after Blake?
Oh, after move.
was it
I think it
Connor?
was me.
I think it was
Oh, Brady.
Desi.
Desi.
Oh boy.
Desi.
I think it's Bree.
Oh.
She's not here right now. Please
Anyway,
call
can I
back.
use my 50-foot rope to tie the bird down and bring the bird onto the ship, or grab Connor? Which is smarter, guys?
Okay,
grab
what's your
Connor or the
plan?
bird?
You're gonna.
Probably
Okay, never mind.
grab-
Figure out what you're doing.
Try and throw the rope to Connor so that he can grab on.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
then
I'm
kill
gonna
the
throw
bird.
because can I go down like
Do
50
a
feet?
cool
Is he
flip.
50 feet? Like, can I jump down this and throw the rope?
Okay, jumping down that, or are you gonna like?
We'll climb
fall?
down, but can I use that in my turn?
Climbing down, you're gonna get like right to the edge of here. You can get to like just you can climb
Is
all the
that
way down
fine?
the bottom.
And
That's-
then
that's
throw
your-
the rope?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna throw the rope
Okay,
to Connor.
dexterity. And then Connor, you need to make a dexterity check.
Of course I
Yeah.
9.
Wait, I thought this
Yeah,
was
9
Roll
plus
buzzer one
dexterity,
Is
which
this plate?
is 2.
Yeah.
So 11?
It is.
Or is
Yeah,
it this
you got no
dexterity?
You're missing an arm just like in the name now.
So plus that one though?
No,
Is
it's
it
just
that-
those two.
Oh,
20.
my
Alright.
man. There
Okay,
it is.
here's what happens.
Our saving
Natural
grace.
20. First natural 20, finally. Okay.
Finally, I'm the one who's rolled the most ones.
Right?
20s.
Okay. Bree, what's your character's name?
Alien.
Elian throws the rope.
Elliot.
Slings it over the side. It seems to go a little bit short, but Connor managed to kind of inch his way away from this rock. He pulled himself off. What is it? Zarkai? We call you Zach. What's your name?
Zerkar.
Zrakar.
Zerkar.
Zrakar. He reaches out, flings his arm, reaches as far as he can, manages to snatch the rope out of the air and pull on it. Now, it's anchored to you, right? So he pulls on it. You need to make a strength check.
Oh man. Someone's gonna save my butt if I go down.
Zerkar.
Don't worry, I've been working on a little project.
8 plus strength, which
2
is
or 3?
3.
Okay, good.
So
Okay.
11.
You manage to stay anchored. You dig your feet in. You grab onto it, and Connor swings from the clasp of this bird. He swings below the ship. Connor, you see beneath the ship there are actually a full mast of itself with actual sails down there. So, as you look on here,
That's what that is.
those sails from the bottom,
That
their
serves
sails.
a purpose. Oh, I thought that was just a stand.
No, they're
No.
sails. Okay.
Yeah, those are sails. Yeah. So you swing by, and you see actually you're within reaching distance as you're swinging by one of those masts. Now you could grab it if you want, or you can just let yourself swing.
Or you can let me pull you up.
Is there any way I can like get in the ship from below those masts? Because they
You
gotta
don't know.
change those masts somehow.
So you don't know.
No, okay, I know. I've been on one of these ships.
Oh, you're right. You have been on the ship. Okay.
So-
yeah,
so-
there is a maintenance shaft. Yes.
Okay, so I just stayed on there.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
kind of latch onto the mast on there.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Now what? So I
Okay.
grabbed
So
it.
wait. You grab onto that mast. You swing. You are barely able to grab onto there. You let go of the rope. The rope goes flaccid. Ha ha ha. And you're holding it. The rope is flaccid. Okay. So it's swinging by. Connor, you're beneath the ship. It is now. Whose turn is
Isaac's
it?
turn, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
have
Has Evan gone yet?
weapon?
Evan's pinned to the floor
By what?
By the
by the javelin.
Oh. His
Yeah.
leg?
You
Yeah,
heal
do
yourself,
his leg.
Evan. Heal yourself.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, also do the pull out.
I'll heal myself.
Why can't we just stop?
I'll heal myself.
Or do the javelin out and
So-
throw it at the bird.
What kind of healing do you have?
I can do.
I wanted that shit.
Healing word. So 1d4 plus my wisdom, I think. Right, Blake?
Yep.
I'm braver. I'm braver?
Plus 2. So roll a d4. Plus 2. Okay, 5. You heal yourself 5 damage.
How did you get 5
Five,
here?
3 plus 2.
But what about 3 plus 4?
No, you have a modifier of plus 2 wisdom.
Oh, plus 3. Okay.
Best I can do is plus 4. Okay. So what was that last health that it took you down to?
It was at 10. So now it's 3 plus 2 is 5. So it's
What was your max health again though?
19.
Okay, you need to write 19 up there. This is what your current is. So write it down
What?
here. Write your actual, like your max up here, then write your current one.
7:30.
So you're at 10, so plus 5, 15. Okay.
I'm doing a lot of stuff now.
Okay.
Is Evan...
You managed to heal yourself. In doing so, did you pull the javelin out?
Sure.
Okay, you yank that javelin out, blood spurts, and you
Oh,
manage
God.
to, as this light kind of sears your flesh and it begins to meld shut. You kind of fall over because you're not very well balanced on one leg,
Yeah.
but you have the javelin bloody all over the deck, laying there. It's now Isaac's.
And I finished my project?
Yeah,
Okay, how close is this guy now?
real close. His beak is actually overneath.
Oh, okay, I'll just use my sword at this point.
Oh, you're like tying
How
a
does that
you're
hang
tying a
off?
crowbar
That was
to
a
it.
distraction, yeah.
You just
So I
drop
use
it.
my sickle and I go to chop at his neck.
Okay, do it.
Oh,
Roll
nice.
advantage because it's not
So
vintage.
be it.
7.
Okay, but yeah.
6.
Ah,
So 7 plus.
7 plus 3. There's 10.
Ooh, okay. You go to swing at it and actually manage to pull its head back. You go and swing down. You miss and it hit your sword, just clangs against the hard wood floor. Okay.
Dang
Pulls
it.
back.
So now it's
Doesn't
Emily
manage
and
to-
now
So
it's
now
Blake's turn.
I go then now.
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
make another attack though, with my fist. Can't I?
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
no.
yeah. Well-
Sickle isn't a monk weapon.
Oh.
Otherwise you could.
It has to be a monk
It
weapon.
has it's either a monk weapon or unarmed, and then you can have the bonus action.
Oh, what's a monk weapon then? I should have.
I'll look those up.
I'll let you do it.
But okay.
Just
Yeah.
make it because
I'm
it's,
pretty
it's
sure
what your
sickle
guy
is
got.
though.
You trained in
Yeah. True.
sickles.
We should have looked at monk weapons. Ooh, 15.
Yeah, I didn't even think of
Okay,
that.
15. Okay, yeah.
15 plus 3.
Plus
That's
3.
18.
Okay.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah, you hit. So
Punch him right in the face.
you hit. So roll your damage dice, which is just a D4.
Yes. A 1.
Cool. Is it plus anything?
Isaac, you use a
Plus
sickle,
strength.
right?
Yeah.
Isaac, that is a monk weapon.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean your monk's
Because we went through.
Oh
and
yeah,
looked
he's
at-
holding.
the monk
them.
character is
I know.
carrying.
I didn't even think. Of
Okay. So 1 plus. What's your strength?
My strength.
3.
He's holding it.
Okay. You punch it in the
No,
jaw.
like he's a monk. Wait,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
God.
example weapon.
It pulls back and just
Yeah.
it goes. It kind of flies.
Yeah.
It flies up and over, and lands actually
I turn around.
over here behind.
Wow, nice.
Blake, now it's your turn.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd like to cast poison spray on it.
Okay, it has
So I'd
a.
like to cast poison.
You roll disadvantage,
No.
or it rolls advantage then because it has cover.
It must succeed on a Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw.
Let me roll that again. Okay.
So, what is it?
11.
Nope.
All right.
Fails because I'm too good. All right. So then it takes a D12 of poison damage.
1d12.
8.
Nice.
Isaac. What the heck?
All right, you go and it's poison.
Puff of noxious gas comes from my palms.
Okay, you do this. I assume you run over kind of like to the rail here.
Yeah.
And this just cloud of green just kind of rolls out in a mist. It goes and it sprays its wings as it's kind of flapping, and it actually kind of puffs out. And the bird, it begins to flap and turn sideways, and it bashes against one of these masts here, this mast, and then it kind of falls down next to you, Bree, on the ground.
Okay, I turn around and use my freaking long
Wait a
sword.
second, sorry.
Oh,
It is this
dang
one's
it.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Close.
this one
But-
flies
Very
beneath.
short.
This one flies beneath the
Oh.
sit and chases Connor.
Connor, one of them's fighting
But
you.
look at my-
They're trying to get to you.
So I don't use
Connor
this
does
thing.
a
Look at this.
19 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, sorry.
Fire.
This is 4.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Water sword.
Wait, so
Wait,
how much
it's your turn?
damage does
I
it
thought I was
do?
mine.
Ooh,
and your
not
He's
good.
rolling for it.
He attacked me.
Oh,
And
that's
he-
why. I
he
was like,
definitely-
15.
That kills Connor.
what?
Connor has,
15?
Connor has,
15 damage.
Connor has
We
13.
just started the game!
It's okay.
And
I
he's
can
doing
heal you.
15. 15 plus, what?
Wait, what?
What
No,
are
it
you
does
rolling
15
for?
damage to you.
It does.
No, I
fit.
know, but I thought I was doing a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's
Yeah,
a
you're
yeah.
Yeah.
Get
So you got
one.
one saving throw.
One succeed.
Okay. So it's gonna go a lap around. The bird slashes at you, Connor. It goes and actually it slices along your back with its long talons. You have managed to entangle yourself in the.
You can shade some of these things.
You have managed to entangle yourself in the rope there, so you actually are staying on top of that mast, that sail. Okay. So you're stuck on top of there. The bird flies past and circles up as it sees you kind of go limp and then fall. It thinks you might be dead. You're hanging there by kind of an arm and a leg by the rope that's snatched up in that. Okay. It flies up around, comes back this way.
Okay, I need to. All right, this guy's like laying right next to me, right?
Yeah. As this bird comes back up around.
What the? Who's underneath?
Oh, Connor,
Oh.
do you have that extra piece actually?
Wait a second.
Your other Githzerai?
How did he hit me if I'm underneath the ship?
Where are you
You're
doing,
on, he flew underneath the ship.
Oh, that
Quickly
was
move.
idiot.
You have that
past
other
the camera.
Githzerai.
Wait, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Can I use that piece?
But it wasn't my turn. What if I wanted to go into the maintenance club?
It was its turn. You would win already.
It was its turn, not your turn. Yeah.
It.
Okay. So now he.
Please use
This
proper
gets Sarai up
pronoun.
here.
Stupid.
Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, that works.
He goes and turns
Stupid
himself
herd.
away from the mast, or
Stupid
from
women.
away from the helm. He goes and you see, those of you that are up here on the deck, he goes and raises a hand. In it is this light of just, it's this kind of bluish gray. It turns to yellow, and all of a sudden it bursts into flames atop his hand. His fingers go sharp, and it looks almost like a blade. And he goes and points at it and mutters a few words in a tongue that you don't understand, and it shoots like a beam of light. It shoots at it, and it pierces a hole straight through one of its wings, throwing the bird off.
I'd like to cast
Wait,
comprehend.
who did
No,
that?
not yet.
Comprehend languages? I don't know what he
Okay.
said.
Oh.
It was a spell.
Yeah, so it's mine.
Spell
Okay.
that. Who is this?
It's the
You're
Gitzerai that
casting
is
like an
flying your
upper
ship.
spell.
Oh,
This
guy.
one falls off somewhere over there into the distance. Okay. Meanwhile, before it'll be your turn when he comes up next. In the distance.
Thank God. I'm
Amen.
gonna kill this thing.
Also, by the way, healing. Like if you do healing magic, you can automatically save someone without them doing their death saving throws. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I could have saved Connor.
No, you
still
still
can.
can.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You
No,
can't.
no, okay, so
Once
so
you find- you have
I
to
don't
find the
think
main
anyone's
shaft.
explained this to you. So when a character dies,
I know, I saved Blake. Oh no, when a character dies, what?
Oh yeah, when someone
You already
goes
know.
unconscious, you have 3
I
death
know.
saving throws. You roll the dice 3 times
Okay.
generally. If you,
Oh, let him
succeed
explain it,
over
but not
10,
me.
if you go
Because I
over
did it with Blake.
if you go over 10, then you have managed to do a save. If you go under 10, it is a fail.
Wow.
So if you get 3 fails,
Thank you.
you're dead. If you get 3 saves, you're saved. If you get a natural 20 or a natural 1, you
Son
either
of a-
fail twice or get 2 successes.
Should've done
Okay.
that.
Let's say I
Okay.
almost killed Blake last game.
It's true.
So,
Should've done
Evan, are you eating my food?
off in the
You
distance,
saved yourself, so that's fine.
let's say,
No, I didn't.
Evan, as you look up from your
No, I
bloody leg, you go and you see off in the distance,
I have 2 more
there appears to
rolls.
be another ship
I can fail.
sailing over here.
Two
It
failures
looks
or
like
2
it's come up
successes,
from
right?
another world. Or from, from our world, from another part of our world, the earth below.
I know, but I thought you said
This middle
yourself or
plane.
something.
Say that material
Save
plane.
myself
Mm.
once,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
save
It goes-
myself for another time.
And you see it sailing. It actually appears to be turning about, coming up from the horizon, curved line of the
Cool.
Earth's edge.
They're our friends.
As it's
Let
coming
us not
towards
worry.
Wait, the Earth's edge?
You see, like, the horizon line of the
There
Earth's
is
edge.
an edge to this world. I've proven it.
We
To this
we
game
come
right
to the
now.
realization
I
that
reached
it's
out.
flat.
By Non, there's
Oh,
another boat.
By non
See that
Non
density?
is my universal deity.
genius. Nom?
Non.
Non. By
So I
non.
have to kill him first,
Non-a-god.
though.
By non. There's a ship. Okay. He shouts that. Meanwhile, it is now Bree's turn.
We-
Yes,
Alright, Bree,
finally.
kill it.
I want to kill this thing.
Yeah.
It's laying right next to me. I will
Do
chop
it.
its head off. Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Roll attack. You have advantage.
I have advantage. Wait. Which one? I don't know.
No, just roll.
Alright, I'm rolling.
You're rolling. Are you using your sword? Your long sword?
Yes.
One hand or 2 hand?
Do it 2-handed. There's chance for more damage.
Two-handed.
So you're dropping your shield then.
Well,
Or no.
am I carrying my shield?
Mhm.
Is she able to heal? Or no?
I am because I have 2 healing things. But
Okay, you
I
have to
need
go
it.
below death.
I know, but I'm gonna kill this thing.
Okay. 12 plus
No, 5.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
I was the same
Fine.
number.
17.
Okay, yeah, you hit it. Okay, roll damage now.
Yes.
So that's your
Okay.
that's
Other
your
one.
D10 or D8 depends if you're using it.
Are you doing it one-handed or two-handed?
D10? Which one's
That's a
D10?
two.
This one?
Yeah, that's that one.
And upside down.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're doing it two-handed. She drops her shield.
Look
Yeah.
at
that
that
one.
snake.
8.
Ayo. That's a pretty big one.
8 plus what?
8 plus for damage.
5.
Oh yeah, 5.
Okay. All right. All right.
Did I kill it
That's a
finally?
pretty big one.
Dang
Okay.
it.
You go and you
It's not
slash
like
through
that
it.
right now.
You slash across his chest, opening up a wound that just spews black, just sludge that comes out. It kind of it goes and it slinks aside like this weird kind of bird that it is. It goes and pushes itself up using its wings and pulls itself up back onto its legs. It goes and reaches up with its claws, trying to slash at you like that.
Can I cast a spell, or do I have to wait for him to do that?
No, you can cast a spell.
I'd like to cast Firebolt on one of his wings to try to cripple it.
Do it.
I assume they're.
You have
flammable,
disadvantage
so-
because it's behind that mast. Unless you move, which you very much can do.
I do. I move right there.
Okay, you're down. Okay, good.
Yes.
Hit it.
So I do that. Does 6 hit it?
No.
Alright, so I shoot Fireball and it does nothing.
It goes off into the distance. It goes off into space. As you see just the twinkling stars all around you.
Maybe
Anybody
those are
else?
also
Can anyone
fireballs.
cast anything, throw anything, jump anything?
I
Guys,
can't
go
can
on
I,
do
arrows?
anything anymore.
I am dying, so no, I cannot.
Evan can save you as
Can
well.
I-
Isaac,
Y'all know that
over?
he's behind. He's underneath the boat. You don't know where.
Yeah. Can I
He'll be
dash
fine.
down these stairs and jump and slice at him?
Oh.
I don't know how high he is.
He's
Like, what is
he's
Lauren
on the ground. Just pushed himself up. He's on his back.
Look it up.
Go, get him,
I'm
get
gonna
him, Isaac.
slice at his
Wait,
arm with my
is that a
spear
cantrip?
guitar.
Okay, roll
Is that
that.
one of your cantrips?
It's an attacks. It's in my attacks and spell category.
Okay, so yeah, it's a cantrip.
Ooh,
I would
that
look it
is
up.
That's a
20.
hit.
You downloaded
Okay,
the PDF
roll
on my
damage.
Linux system, and I don't want to
Come
reopen
on, let's
that.
kill this thing.
1.
Isaac, you're
Wait,
so
what?
wrong.
Wait, wrong. Why is that a wrong
This
dice
is my
for this?
attack. Right?
What are you using?
D4?
Your
No.
scythe
My sickle.
or sickle?
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's your punch.
No. Any monk weapon is also
Really?
at that level because it increases per certain levels, so it gets stronger than the base weapon, but it all
You
goes
roll a
back to
D4?
that. Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Is that what that says on there?
Yep. D4.
This says D8.
You didn't
What?
write it.
That's your hit dice. Isaac.
I don't know
Yeah.
what
I
sickle.
feel like a
Sorry.
D8.
1d4 is this one.
Yeah. They're all
Alright,
they're
go for
both 1d4.
1 plus
1d4 plus what? You guys didn't.
Plus 3.
Okay.
plus 3.
4.
So 4
At
damage.
least another 4 damage.
Okay, you get to do an unarmed strike too.
Yeah.
True.
So
I'm gonna punch him in
the
the
wing.
gut.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
There we
roll
go.
the hit.
That's
In the
that's a
throat.
power shot
So
right
you
there.
can't
Punch him
breathe.
in the throat.
Yeah, he can't breathe that way.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Punch him in the throat.
If you even hit him.
Then he can't breathe.
9.
You don't hit.
Dang it.
Okay, so you did that 4
At
damage.
least he takes 4 damage on my damage
There's
that I
my
had.
left hand,
Okay.
that's why.
You go and you kind of slice against his thigh there. It goes, it turns, turning off Bree a little bit, and kind of looks at you. It slings out one of its wings to attack you, but
I dodge.
all y'all hadn't noticed is that the ship got awfully close.
Did you freaking listen to me, guys?
No.
What did you
Say
say?
very loud.
All I heard was oh non, and then I discounted anything else.
All of a sudden,
Bigot.
above you, this guy
He falls
doesn't
over
fall
too.
over. He lands on the deck with this large glaive in his hand. He swings it around and slashes at this rock right at its throat, hitting and doing
1,000 damage, instantly
Please.
killing it.
1,000 damage.
He's already had so much damage from me and Isaac. I hope that he's dead by now.
Yeah.
I've done damage. I did 8 with poison spray.
Did
It
you?
goes,
Yeah.
it slices
I did
across
eight
its
too.
neck,
Nice.
and it goes and it catches up against his jaw.
Yeah.
It turns the bird, and it goes and falls back against this mast here, and begins to crawl away,
Fell over as
crawling
a high five.
towards the edge. It's not off yet. It's trying to crawl off and fly off.
I spank his butt. with my sword.
you
I use my
you went
crowbar
already.
and
Whose
throw
turn
it.
is it?
It'd be Evan and
Evan.
or Connor.
Connor, you need to roll your other saving throw.
I have such horrible luck with this stupid dice.
All right, so that's
I rolled a
two, that's
one.
2 fails.
No,
Yes,
I,
one
fail,
fail,
one
one
success.
I had a success last time.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
but a
15.
natural 1 is 2 fails.
It is?
Yeah, right?
You got a
What?
natural 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding
It's
me?
2 fails.
Yeah.
So I'm dead?
No, you're not
You
dead.
haven't
You have
failed
one
twice.
more
You need
chance.
3 fails to,
Yeah.
to die. You only have 2.
Oh, I thought it was like.
Big money, big
like
money.
round
Someone
one,
get
round
down
two,
there,
round
please.
three.
I
No.
go.
Okay.
Or Evan.
It's just you have
Evan,
to
it's
get
your
3
turn.
total.
My turn. That's well. Can
Okay.
I go down there?
Yes.
You say I'm on the floor.
Okay, you're on the floor. You got a rope.
I'm 15 health.
That's not bad. Yeah, you got a rope on
Evan,
you?
I have
Like,
13 health.
No,
No,
but what you're saying is like
there's a
I'm
thing
on the
down
floor.
there.
No, you're laying on the floor. You got a rope
I
on
have
you.
13
I don't
health.
have
bro.
No, you
I have
got-
13
you're
health
good
total.
enough.
Evan's like, I
Okay.
only have 15 health.
No, I thought he was saying no. I thought
You
he
healed
was
yourself.
saying,
Sorry.
Just help me.
Shh.
I thought he was
Miscommunication.
saying
It's all
that I am still on the floor because I have 15. I can't get up because I have 15.
Evan,
Go.
I get it.
You're good. Move on.
Okay, you got a rope on you, I assume.
I don't.
He doesn't
Okay.
need one. He can just go search down there.
I
Okay.
have rope.
You have a certain amount of movement points and you have an action. So
Or you can tie a rope to the mast or something and.
I don't have rope.
I have
Oh,
rope.
Guys,
I
you
have
can
rope.
borrow
Guys, someone has got to help me.
I know. Evan's going to, and then I will if he fails.
I'm freaking scared right now. I don't want you to die
I
already.
know, I'm a
I
Gitzerai.
didn't look it up.
Oh, I thought you did.
I'm in
Evan.
Portland,
That's-
guys.
That's
that's-
what Thorn Whip does.
That's an attack.
Evan,
Yeah,
okay,
that's exact.
screw this. I'm running up to Evan, I give him the rope, I tie it there, and then you go down. Boom. That's what we're doing right now. Can I give him the rope that I have? 50
Is
feet?
it-
That was a lot of
I'm
Show some
asking
grace.
about Thorn Whip
Show some
because what if I
grace.
can use Thorn Whip from afar? Is that a thing?
Can he
Thorn
just go
that's
straight
gonna be an
It's a
attack.
weapon. It's an attack.
Yeah, let's attack Connor. That'll
Attack.
save him.
You're just like, whoosh.
You know what?
Grab on!
Like,
Oh, shit.
attack bonuses?
At least I got some
No,
like,
you
speed.
don't get attack bonuses.
By the time it's Connor's turn, it's all 4 of our
Well,
turns.
it's all
So we
like
have time
same.
to save him. It's fine. He'll be fine.
We all
Okay, but you
I
got
have
you
lay
guys
on
have to
hands.
remember you each have one action in your movement points. So you have to kind of.
I'd
use
like
your
to
way
try
around.
and find the.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
wait, I
going to
don't know
move as
about
far
it.
as I
Never
can.
mind.
No. I like
I can't
what.
really-
Meanwhile,
like,
by
we
the way,
search
this
for it.
ship is another larger ship. It's kind of above you here.
How about Evan? Like, Evan searches for it, finds it, and then we all do something. So Evan, you
Searching for
find
what?
it.
The maintenance room.
The
or
maintenance
wherever
room. You
I am.
find it. Okay, then Blake goes down. Then Evan and Isaac does something, and then I save him. And
I have
So,
one
I
health.
start looking for the maintenance room.
I just like to point that out.
It's okay.
I don't
You can
really.
still heal though.
Okay.
Where do you look?
I can't. I don't have healing.
Wait.
Fritz.
You,
Well, I know where
It's
it is.
it's a terrible
you
idea
can
to
do
stare
it.
me down.
I'd look here.
Then go there.
okay.
All right, run
You
there.
guys.
All right,
Wow.
all right. You're down.
He's running.
You're underneath the ship
Shooting
here.
too.
The ship has a second level. Inside, it's more dark. There's boxes, and there's appear to be a couple of flowing orbs that almost appear like stars, twinkling off all over the ship on little
Destroyed that.
sides of the ship. You do notice on the ground there is another hatch that you can see down in.
Can you see Connor?
I burn it.
You don't see Connor, but you do see that there's other sails down there.
Perfect. That's where he was.
Open the door.
Mast. He's down there.
I'm going on now.
Okay, you go and you
Pour
open
a
it up,
bucket of water.
and there's a ladder that leads down the mast on the underside.
Go.
Climb down the ladder.
Okay, you climb down the ladder, and that's as far as you can get in this one turn. You go and you manage to climb down
Doesn't
this
matter.
ladder.
You found it.
Wait,
Okay.
but,
Roll an
but
11.
I only have
Wow.
one more roll.
Yes, I know, but it's not your turn yet.
Make it.
It's 4 of our turns first.
And
We
Blake.
found it.
Well,
Also
then
wrong,
what are
guys.
you gonna do?
Blake.
Makes it.
Then what's your
Well, it's
plan?
their turn
much
first.
Does
better.
Isaac
and
have
then it's
healing
fine.
magic?
No.
I have no
It's
magic.
only
It's
me.
only Bree and Evan.
Okay.
Anyway.
So what are
Do you
gonna-
have
what's your
Do
plan?
you have healing magic from a distance?
I have
Evan has healing
Yes,
word.
calm
I
down.
have herbalism
healing word?
kits.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
as soon as you see Connor, you can stop and you
game
can cast that.
Evan, do you see Connor?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah,
Cast
he's-
that
Connor's there hanging
shiz.
from
Cast it.
Cast it.
the sails.
Ayo.
2 plus 4. 6.
Oh,
Boom,
shoot.
6 health. All right, you're fine.
I have 6 health total now.
Yeah, you're
God.
6 health.
Alright,
God.
Okay, Connor,
erase those.
you kind of stir and you begin to wake as you notice that all of a sudden you're hanging from this mast. Just stars and space below you, and also
Whoa, wait a second.
to one side there's
Just like
your little
there
bit
on
of
the
earth
mast.
left.
Without
Now
falling
you
off.
go, and when you wake up, you manage to untangle yourself,
Impressive.
and you're hanging
Oh,
by a
just
leg.
hanging.
So you're there just kind of like hanging, flailing
Yeah,
with your
I
6
have
health points
5.
left. It's your turn, what do you do?
My brother's in
Uh,
trouble.
try to
Yeah.
climb back up the rope.
Okay, do a strength check.
Okay, I'm not using this ever anymore.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
12.
Hey!
Isaac.
12 plus 2.
Ayo.
12 plus 2? 14? Okay, yes, you manage to you grab onto the rope and you pull yourself up. Strong boy you are. You get back up onto the mast. A little bit shaky from just, coming back from almost dying.
Yes.
Where'd he go?
Okay.
Oh, he's-
Understandable.
Death.
Is he
Understandable.
on the deck now?
Mm.
He's managed to climb up onto the mast below, so he's still on the mast beneath there. Okay. It is now.
Blake's turn, I think. Wait, is it Isaac? Have you gone there yet? I think it's
Me
Isaac
and Isaac
then.
haven't gone.
Oh, so
But
then
there- it's
Isaac
not,
then
it's not
you.
attacking
Wait, I
anymore.
thought it was Connor, Blake,
Okay.
and Isaac.
Yeah, there's nothing attacking right now, but you do
So-
see this guy here as he goes and he's walking through you guys. He walks
Wait,
over to this
is
side.
Is
of
he
the
like
ship.
actually walking through us?
He's
or
this
is
taller-
pushing through us.
He's pushing through you.
Okay.
Let me describe him.
Walking
So,
through
let me
his
describe
core.
him so you know what he looks like. He goes and he's walking through. He's this massive 9-foot tall person. Walking. He
Doesn't
appears
faze me.
almost like an ogre. Just the way he has these kind of tusks pulling out of his mouth. He's walking in this large black plume of hair and this glaive slung at his side, blood splattered across from where it hit the frock, just dripping black. He goes and he kind of turns and is looking around. He's got horns protruding from his scalp. And he's just completely jacked. And he's looking around.
Hey, who
Just-
are you?
He kind of
I
pays you
actually
no
say
mind. He
that.
goes actually kind of
So-
shoves you aside and just his bulk. He just kind of pushes you down. Or not down, but you kind of stumble back. Just how he pushes you.
Oh,
He
all
pulls
right,
up
bud.
his glaive and sticks it on there as he turns around and faces the other side, looking around for this creature that flew off. All of a sudden, it comes back over the edge, grabs him by the shoulders, and sinks its teeth into his neck.
I'd like to fire.
What do you do?
Firebolt it.
I'm
Okay.
pretty close, so I chop at his wing.
You chop at that wing, and I'll firebolt the other wing.
Chop out his wing?
Yeah.
Here you
people
go.
could do that.
Do it.
Can we just do that? The same
Yeah,
way?
do it.
Yeah.
Roll.
That feels so good.
Oh,
17 plus 3 is 20.
22.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah,
You-
we do
okay,
a
you
good
both are
job.
just like, heck yeah.
Look at that 5.
All right,
too.
roll your
Nice.
damage.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what did I?
Alright,
Firebolt.
now comes the real thing.
Yeah.
4.
4.
7.
10.
Nice. As much
Max
damage as we
damage.
can.
There we go.
Yeah. Can he be dead now?
Now that's a lot of
How
damage.
much damage can this guy get?
Oh, Isaac, you can also do a.
Okay,
a
you
second
go and you
action.
hit its wings and it begins to whimper.
Can I throw punch
No,
in
he
the
gets
final
to
blow?
die.
The one underneath
Yeah.
it, you see his claws reach around this this massive person's.
Will reach
Just,
around.
Isaac gets a second action too.
Like, can I punch him?
yeah, you can still punch him.
Yes.
As you do that, he reaches around this guy. You
I'll
see
be
his
pro.
large talons. You see it with the reaches around the other side.
Me?
Yeah, as he just
not bad.
reaches his claws inside, and they just disappear inside his neck and inside his chest, and kind of pulls and twists, and you see him just go. As there's this crack, as he expires right there on the spot.
Can I heal him? On the
Uh,
spot?
This creature's on top of him, like huddled on top of him. If you want to run over there, you can try.
To heal him?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yes. I want to go over there and heal him, please.
Seems like a relatively unimportant character.
I don't know. He saved us.
Well, he walked pretty importantly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
go over there and
shoot,
try
you're
saving
right.
him. Can I? I don't have 2 things, so I can't. Can I kill this guy and then
Oh,
Evan
no,
heal
I
him?
could-
Are his
punch
wings
him.
flammable? Because if so, I just lit one on
No, I know,
fire.
but
Oh, yeah.
Evan,
There,
can
one
Evan
wing is
heal
on
the guy
fire,
while
so-
I kill the bird?
Good luck, bird.
Evan, can you heal
you
him
call
and
it?
then I
Evan's
can heal
below
him?
deck.
Yeah, that's better.
Dang it.
You look at the guy and you see he looks like he's dead.
So I'm going for the bird. I'm
Yeah.
killing it.
Finish
Go
it,
on.
breed.
Finish it. I go with my huge flaming sword to cut off his head, please.
Do
So you have some kind of like special holy attack that you can do?
I don't know.
I thought
you
you
have
did.
something.
Yeah, I have Divine Smite. I have 2d8 damage per spell slot. I don't know.
So yes, you have 2d8 damage. So
Yeah,
roll
do it.
2d8.
That's not D8.
That's a d10.
Oh, sorry.
Here you go.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
6
plus
and
Oh.
3
Nice.
plus.
Oh
It's right here.
wait, you also get to add your longsword attack to it. So
Oh.
1d10.
Oh,
So roll your
shoot.
D10.
So the other one, that one.
Okay. 5.
Hey yo. 14.
14 altogether.
And then plus,
Plus.
is anything?
Plus the attack bonus is 3?
5.
5.
19.
19. All right. Yeah, that's it. There
Finally.
you go. Your sword lights up in this golden flame.
Yes.
You see, it's almost as if your eyes, they light up just this bright, and outside of your mouth, you see just kind of these rays of light. As you light up from the inside,
Yes.
you go and raise your sword and bring it down, turn it upside down,
Great.
and pin its head right to the floor, killing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally.
Okay. There's that one. Dead. Also this guy. Dead.
Can Evan save
Wait,
him?
let's try that
He's
again.
dead.
Dang it. Okay.
Yeah.
You rolled a 20.
Alright, y'all.
Five.
What do you do?
So perfect.
Oh, Wait, whose turn is it? Does it matter now?
It doesn't matter now. You're up.
Okay,
Can
I'm
I
gonna
get
go
healing?
down.
I have 1 health.
And we're all alive. That's
Oh,
all
here,
that
I'll heal
matters.
you.
I said, you don't have any healing.
I'm gonna go down
I'm
and
healing
grab
with
Connor.
my
Can I pull Connor up?
Well,
And
I
heal
don't
him?
really like- I
You're
think I
fine?
can
Okay.
pull myself
Well,
Connor's
up.
then,
healed.
sorry. Okay, I'm running over to
Not
Blake
all
to
the way,
heal
but-
Blake.
Thank you.
I'm running over to Blake to heal him.
Okay, you two can start climbing up if you
Start
want, or
climbing.
you can just
Heal
start
on
crying down there.
hands.
By the way, if you forgot, there's another ship that's like hovering above your ship here.
A good one or bad?
You don't know. This guy came.
I say,
It
hey.
says creature you touch
Evan,
gains a
Evan,
number
you
of
have
hit
detect
points
evil and
equal
good.
to
Test
1d8.
detect evil and good on the boat.
Blake.
I have to wait till my
Blake.
turn, right?
Oh,
Blake.
yeah.
Also, he's under.
This
No,
one
you can
says.
Oh, if you
I'm
go
just gonna
up.
use my
Okay,
roll.
I wanted to
The
detect
creature you
evil.
touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d. I think 8. I think this one's 8,
Okay,
right?
Evan, you're
No,
doing
it's
detect
a
evil on
diamond
the
one.
ship.
Okay, 1d8
Okay.
plus
do you have to
spellcasting.
roll
I'm
anything,
doing it,
or
so.
no?
So you have
I don't
plus
know.
3.
There's-
Plus
is that-
3, 11. So you have 11.
Oh, full
Blake,
health.
do you know if detect evil and good has
Oh, this
Range?
This
or range has a die you have to roll?
I think it should be your spellcasting ability, which yours is. That'll be that'll be the highest
It was
one,
cute.
because
Yeah, I liked it.
Spellcasting is what?
spellcasting is your.
I'm like stressed.
Um,
It's
It's. I think it's wisdom.
There you go.
It's wisdom.
Nice.
Oh shoot! I apologize. I didn't see that it was.
Sorry. Here, grab that.
But yeah, so it's wisdom.
I'm
So
trying.
what did you roll?
I didn't roll anything yet.
Oh,
I rolled
yeah.
a-
So I'm pretty sure you have to roll. So then you'll roll
what,
with
though?
Well, I
wisdom.
healed Blake. Connor,
What
can
do I
you,
roll with?
can
A
you get
D10,
on?
a
Can you
D20.
climb up?
D20.
Wait,
Yeah,
Connor's
D20
coming up.
and then
You're up.
plus 2.
Okay, you're on top.
Shoot.
And then plus your wisdom
Well,
modifier.
Okay,
10 plus 2, 12.
So 12.
Okay.
Evan detects magic.
can
for
Connor
12.
climb up? Do you want to climb up to the
Or
top?
not detects
Yeah.
magic, detects evil and
Yes,
good.
you can climb up there.
Well, actually, I kind of want to see what those orbs are about.
You could just like.
Okay.
Well, wait, do I know what they're about? Because I was on them before. Or are they
This ship is
separate?
very different from the ship you're on.
Okay.
You were on.
Yeah, I kind of want to check
This
out
one
those
is
orbs.
sleek black, like a raven-like ship. It has almost these. It
Yeah, I
looks
can
like
see that.
stars inset.
Yeah, I
in
can see
the-
that.
Yeah, but they glow.
They glow.
Yeah.
Shoot. Wait, so the orbs are they like just floating?
They look like floating stars almost, and there's others that are just set in the wood, or what
Can
appears to be wood.
I percept them?
Yeah.
Just observe them?
Kind of wants to be a 1. Dang
10.
What are you doing?
it. Plus
right now?
perception.
10 plus.
What's your arcana?
Plus 3.
Arcana. Do arcana. Insight.
Plus 2.
Okay.
And my insight is plus 1.
Okay. So you're able to discern that it's a variant of the dancing light spell, which is just the spell that like allows basically little lights, orbs to kind of illuminate areas. So it's a more permanent version of that. You're really unclear of
Can I
how
do
the
a
magic
history
was
check?
cast. You can- sure, you can try it. Go for it.
15 plus 2.
You're like, I think I remember. This seems like something my ancestors would have done. One of their more expensive ships. This must be an expensive ship.
Cool.
Nice.
So what are we doing right now?
Okay,
Wow, this must have been.
there's a ship above you. Evan, with your detect evil, you were able to discern that it appeared to be neutral, leaning a little bit to the side of evil.
Oh, shoot, kill him.
I
Wait.
will.
We don't know their motives yet.
Well, they're evil.
Okay, the
Evan
guy that came
detected
from that
evil.
ship, the guy that came from this ship, just like slashed at that.
It could just be to kill that bird though. It could have been also
He didn't
an
really
annoyance to
care
him.
about us.
Yeah, he pushed
Our
past me,
feelings.
so.
He didn't care about
I
money.
care about my
He cared about
feelings.
my feelings.
Can we ask this guy who's driving the ship?
He just hopped
Yeah.
in too.
All right, what's
Let's ask this
what-
guy. I
what's
go
next,
up and
buddy?
ask this dude.
I
Okay.
yell at him.
Hi.
What's up? What's next?
Do you know who this?
Greetings to you.
Do you know who these are? What do they want?
I've never seen something like this before.
Hey, buddy, let's go.
I have never seen something like this before.
Do you know what
never seen
creatures
something
are on
like
them?
this
Sorry, what?
Do you know what creatures they are?
Nothing of the likes that I have seen. It appears to be something from a far eastern country.
What should we do?
You
What do you
sound like
suggest that we do? Do we continue on and just blow past, or do we go investigate?
We must reach the portal before it closes.
Alright,
Let's get a move on then.
We
Let's keep going.
Let's Let's skirt past the competition.
You will see it there.
Yeah.
Oh, we skirt real well.
Guys, he goes back.
So good.
He goes back to the helm, and he sets his hand on it, and instantly it begins to move as if it just knows what he wants. It starts lurching forward. You guys feel it moving. It's kind of nice. There's just this kind of void, this silence all everywhere. You don't really hear anything, but the ship above you begins to slowly follow.
Oh my gosh.
And eventually, it seems as if its sails, as it has similar sails underneath it, but it's a little bit different in the style. They are a more Asian kind of style, where it appears to be these kind of like ruffled sails, yeah, like fins almost. And it's sailing over that way, following you. You guys notice that you're pointed directly at the moon.
Oh, we're gonna go in there.
Are we gonna put a hole in the moon?
Put a hole in the moon.
Hole in the moon.
You are blowing my mind.
Okay, your guy here at the helm, he overhears you. He goes,
Of course we're not putting a hole in the moon.
What are we doing then?
There's a portal on the moon.
Oh, shoot, nice, dude. Okay.
We're going there.
Is there any way we
Yes.
can shake these guys above us?
I do not know. I wouldn't try. They have a larger ship than we do. Who knows
And
what
they're
kind of
just
weapons
falling.
they have.
There's no.
No,
they're
not
doing anything.
not hitting them. I mean, just like go faster and lose them.
Yeah, is there any way we can move the ship faster?
Alright, I'll speak to the ship. 1 second.
he goes and he turns.
Wait, what?
He
The
looks.
ship has the
he
minus
turns
zone. It's like
behind him.
Neverland, okay?
He turns behind him and looks at
Wait a second.
so
The
you can
ship?
see.
All
Looks
right.
like the
Fly on?
octopus.
He looks at this
Oh,
octopus
yeah.
looking thing up here, and closes his eyes. Kind of just
Cthulhu?
stands there like this.
Dad?
And all of a sudden, you see that the ship is actually moving a little bit faster, and the railing that looks almost like these tentacles it appears almost to be writhing slightly, very hard and still like it's
Very,
dense
very
black wood, but very hard.
Very, you did very
But
black,
they appear almost like a mirage to be writhing a bit. Okay. As you start to go faster, but the ship above you is it's still keeping with you side by side. It's above, but also at an angle so it doesn't clip your masts. It's sailing.
Don't touch my
Okay.
mask.
What are you guys doing? Because you're sailing towards this moon.
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
I'd like to
I
take
say-
I'd like to take
I'm
a
just.
short
I'm
rest.
on. I say. I just am on
Wait,
edge. Like I'm just watching.
I'd like to. How long do you think this trip to the moon will take?
Yeah, that's what
Only-
I'm wondering.
Probably a couple hours,
Like 4?
maybe.
You're
I'd
gonna
like to
sleep.
take.
I
I'd
knew
take a
it.
long rest. I
I'm
used
about
all
to
my.
sleep.
I used all my
Me
spell
too,
slots.
because I have 6 health.
I'd
I'd
like to take.
do that as well.
I'd like to point
Alright,
out I
well-
am semi-conscious during this
Connor.
time.
Okay,
of
you can
sleep,
roll your
but I
hit
don't
die.
actually sleep.
You can roll your hit die.
Me?
Yeah.
What's my hit die?
It's there on your sheet.
1d8.
Hey,
Boom!
full health.
Full. Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
I
I'm
sit
just.
and I
I'm just.
meditate
I don't
on
really
what
trust
to
this
do
ship.
in the future.
Okay.
I don't think you
so
need to
I
roll
get-
for that, do you?
Yeah, I meditate pretty good.
Isaac, you don't have to
Great.
roll for that.
Okay, Evan, what are you doing?
Connor's all healed and everything, right?
Wait, actually, can I go up here? I don't want to meditate and try and connect
Meditate
with
up
the.
here.
No, with the octopus.
I'm
Uh,
going
okay.
I want to try and make us go extra fast.
Okay. You go, and you're just like.
I don't know what to do about that.
Okay.
We're just trying
You
to go
want-
to the portal as
Yeah.
fast as we can.
Are you healed and everything?
I can heal myself.
Okay, so you can go ahead and roll your die.
Evan can just heal himself.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Watch this.
Your hit die, which is
I can
a
heal you.
D8. What you would roll this one?
But what healing
Oh,
word is
you
it
don't-
for?
Yeah, you don't have to use it.
You should put that
You
there.
can. You're doing a short
17.
rest, so you can roll your hit die.
That's that's
Oh, okay.
giving yourself extra life. That's not the same.
There you go. Full health. Okay, so
Can't keep
you're traveling on the
all
ship
of
for a
them.
certain amount of time.
Shoot,
As you're nearing, you notice that moon looks a little bit strange.
Oh
Wait, has it been?
no.
Have we woken up from our sleeps?
You have been meditating, aren't you? Wait, what are you?
I'm.
You're
Mine's
elf.
like in a half
Yeah,
sleep.
so
state.
you can you're always a little bit conscious.
Yeah. Damn, that's a weird moon. That's no moon.
Okay. Your ships have actually drifted slightly apart as you're traveling towards this moon. This other ship, it's come over here a good ways. I'd say it's probably about 300 feet away from your guys' ship.
Sick.
Okay.
As it's sailing towards this moon, it's actually reached out a little bit further ahead of you, but kind of at an angle. So this moon that you're facing towards, you're going right towards it. And the captain, he goes and he turns to you, Isaac. What's your name again?
Silk.
Silk? I've never learned your name. Alright,
Yeah,
Silk.
just
He goes, you, what is your name?
Silk.
Silk. Interesting name.
So that's me.
Does that moon look weird? does that moon look strange to you?
Should I say yes?
Does not appear like any moon to me.
Say yes.
I rolled a 19. How
Someone
weird does
climb.
it look?
Someone climb up near the jib. He goes. He yells for someone down below. Someone climb up near the jib.
How weird does it?
This one?
Anyone? The front of the ship. The front of the ship. The front of the ship. So get a closer look at that moon.
Yeah.
Go to the moon.
Alright, I'm up there.
Alright, roll perception.
Isaac rolled 19 though. Can you already see what it was?
Yeah.
How
I rolled
weird that
19 for perception when you said that.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got 16.
Okay.
23 Isaac rolled.
Okay. You both are actually like, that does look a little bit strange. You notice this weird looking. All of a sudden, this kind of orb that you thought was the moon when you were further out, because you never really like studied it. It almost appears to be shifting and turning a little bit. Like not in its way that it might be rotating, but in a way that it's kind of shifting and swiveling around. All of a sudden you see this kind of strange shape, almost as if this moon is giving off a tendril of light that begins to slither up. It almost appears more solid now, like a snake, as it's riding around up.
What the heck?
All of a sudden it goes and it begins to shift more as more of this snake-like arm becomes visible. And you notice it has this kind of weird, strange, red hint, like kind of tint to it. As you see another one sprout and another one turn, as the whole thing is turning, it begins to wave. These arms almost dancing in the nothingness. They go and one of them lashes out and smashes the ship right in front of you.
Oh, wait, the other ship?
The other ship. It goes and it hits the ship, shifting the whole thing up. One of the sails just tears, and one of the masts snaps a little bit and begins to fall, caught up in the rest of the rat lines. So the ship, just with this loud crash, thundering noise, as it turns around, you notice a large eye on
It's
the
a
other
space
side.
kraken.
I was thinking
It's-
pride.
If anyone wants to roll, see what it looks like.
Oh wait, I'm
It looks
technically
very
kind of
similar to
asleep.
this.
Oh,
Roll
okay.
for what?
You would have to roll history check.
History.
Connor, you would be better at
Isaac,
this.
we forgot to roll.
I'd like to
You would roll with
a history
advantage.
check.
Yeah.
Do it.
Plus 0.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'd like to
Yeah.
roll.
Alright, just say don't
Oh,
say
Seven's
yes.
history. Oh, that's one of your.
What'd you get?
history.
10 and 2.
10 2? Okay, what'd you guys get?
For a history.
Isaac
I
got
a
4.
Okay, Connor, you can roll advantage if you want, because you have...
Evan, you should roll.
An advantage?
Roll
Yeah,
again.
advantage on
And
this.
take the higher number. 10, 12.
Okay.
Can I roll history too?
Yeah.
You should.
How would I do this?
Roll, and then we'll...
Can I roll
your
history?
D20?
Oh wait, are we all awake then?
Darn it.
Sure.
Oh,
It's
roll.
like I
Oh
Wait,
shoot.
16, Blake.
It's 20.
What? 20?
would be
Uh,
sure.
Blake?
Just in case.
Your knowledge of magic,
Yeah.
and Connor, with your a little bit more experience, Connor, you notice it looks something like a beholder.
Oh.
And you notice it appears to be some sort of a different breed of it. It's not quite a beholder in itself, but it's something a little bit less powerful.
So do they know how to
How do
kill
I
Something
a
not-
leech from a
beholder?
beholder, but still something that's very deadly to be reckoned
So
with.
do they know how to kill a beholder since they know about it?
Can I roll for something else
Yeah.
and
Really
learn more
scary.
about this thing?
Yeah, let's see.
Maybe Arcana? Or not Cortana. I'm not gonna ask
Okay.
Windows.
You, because you rolled high enough,
Yeah.
you realize
The hell?
that also being close to one of these things, it has this sort of charge
Does that
about
make it
its
worse?
body that even being close to it can sap the energy from you
Oh
like
shit.
that. So you want to keep near or keep far away.
Keep
Don't keep near to this thing.
Yeah.
You want to keep far away from whatever it is. And you're
Get away.
sailing directly towards it. This other ship is splintered. The whole front half of it is cracked. And you see this other tentacle begins to reach.
I
Captain,
yelled
we
to
need
the
to turn
Captain, we
around.
need to move. Isaac, you don't know about this. Captain, we need to turn around right now.
Yeah, but I just
He
saw
goes and he
smash
sees it.
the
Yeah,
ship.
I'm noticing.
Okay, that's fair.
He goes, spins the wheel. All of a sudden, everyone on deck, the whole ship begins to turn.
Ah!
You go from straight sideways like this as you're all of a sudden bracing.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't
Everybody's
move.
quickly. Everyone roll a dexterity saving throw to keep from being launched from the ship.
Oh god, I have -1 dexterity.
I'm pretty good at dexterity, so you can share with me.
12.
Ah, sweet.
That's not how it is.
Oh,
What?
natural one.
I got 15.
Oh,
See,
no.
I'm not using this. There's
Yeah.
rolled at least 6 ones with that thing. I'm using someone else's.
Oh snap, 7.
Okay.
No. Oh, you have negative.
Yeah.
Go.
17.
All right.
Never
You're
using
good.
that one again.
You're not good. You're not good. Okay.
I'm
You
good.
Yeah.
with a 7. You go and you're launched. You're going to take some damage as you go and nail
Can I? Oh, I
the
nailed
railing.
Oh,
You hit the
shit.
railing.
Alright, at least I don't fall
Okay.
off.
You take 5 damage as you just go. Oh, you feel your back pop.
Oh!
You just hit it. Oh, and you feel almost paralyzed for a second as you lay against the railing
Yeah.
on that side.
Up and
You,
back. Thanks.
Bree, as you go,
Thank you,
where's
shit.
your character? You were on the
Well,
front.
I was at the front.
I
Okay.
break the shit 'cause
I
I'm
was
angry
here.
now.
To be exact.
Okay, you go to brace against this thing, and you go and you find yourself actually launched off into this space.
Um.
Can I get rope out and throw it and then attach it to this?
As you get a
Oh,
certain
whoa! I'm
distance away,
proficient with the
you begin
crossbow?
fall,
What the heck?
and then all of a sudden you notice that you're falling at the same rate, just
This
distance.
is in space.
You're flying kind of
Oh.
through the air, drifting slowly away. You're
She was at the front of the boat.
yeah,
Can
so
I
you're drifting
throw-
that direction.
Can I throw my rope and just to hang on?
Oh snap!
You
I could run at you and then I could teleport us both back to the boat.
You're broken back on
Just
the
kidding. My back's broken.
I
Come to me
have-
so I can heal you and then we can do that
I don't know how
together.
well
I have
that
my
would. I
crowbar
can run.
rope.
But the farther
You
we
can
talk,
try.
I'm
Okay.
just floating.
How would you use that?
What do you mean?
Your crowbar rope. What are you gonna do with it?
Just
I
throw it.
grab
Just throw
it.
it towards
I'm
her.
gonna swing it and I'm gonna throw it towards her.
Okay.
Slightly
Well,
askew.
can I just
Okay.
get my rope out of my back and just hold
I don't know
on?
how well that'll work.
What do you
So-
I think
I'm
it's strange
watching
because she's
her-
not falling down like
Yeah.
you would on Earth. She's falling sideways.
Like we're in
Sideways.
space.
That
Yes.
was a very gay position. It's sideways. She's falling sideways. Sideways.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
very
Are
manly.
you done?
I
That
throw
way.
it kind of not aggressively.
Not aggressively. Just kind of like
Careful.
Yeah.
okay.
Focus.
You go and you toss that.
Taunting me.
I don't think you have to roll the toss.
Yeah. Roll this
Oh,
there.
just kidding.
6.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
Thank God you have a +4
Yeah.
modifier.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise
So it's going and it's
bad.
drifting. It appears to be going at a slower rate than she's actually traveling.
Mm.
So that's not great.
Okay, I get the rope out and throw it at this.
Okay, as you're drifting away,
Yeah.
you throw your rope and it almost appears to stand still, inching its way towards
No, can
towards
I
the boat.
throw something with strength?
The more you
Yeah.
throw, the faster you're gonna go away.
I'm just floating away, guys.
I
Okay,
got it.
someone can do something. You guys that
I'll throw
survived.
my
Shoot
dagger
an arrow
at
at
you. Just throw
I give her
things
a
at her.
day's ration.
Okay.
How much health do you have?
She's about
Let's
50
survive
feet away
one
now.
more day out
Probably be
there.
out there.
Yeah,
Oh, bag
she's
of water.
drifted almost.
I'm still drifting!
She's drifted almost 50 feet away from the
I've
ship.
saved all of your guys' butts.
I
Can I
literally
stop
can't
talking
do
so
anything.
we can figure out how to save you?
Yes.
Start going, I have 10 feet of string, I have 5 candles,
I start
crowbar,
blowing
hammer,
air to her
10
so she can
pythons, a
breathe
hooded
longer.
lantern,
I'm reeling in my.
2 glasses of oil, 5 days
crowbar.
ration, tinderbox, water skin, 50 foot of rope.
Reading them
I have 50 feet of rope, I have a belaying pin.
I have holy water.
Great.
I can attach that to me, and then I can take I could attach the hammer.
As
to
Bree's
it,
floating away,
and
or
just
sorry,
Shuck the hammer.
Elian. Elian?
Guys, I have an idea.
Elliot.
What?
One of
Elian?
us
Okay.
can like.
As
one
Elian
of
is
us
drifting
jumps-
away, you're all searching through your bags.
You guys are awful.
We're trying to
I
figure out
know,
where
but
right
I
now.
do
Yes,
it,
yes,
do it.
yes.
when
Okay,
you're-
somebody tie a rope to
One
my
of
foot
us-
and I'll
yeah.
jump.
Exactly. One
Wait,
of us.
my
jumps.
back's broken. Somebody else.
Okay,
I'll jump.
He'll jump.
He's the one that.
Alright, do it. She's going, do it.
Just like he jumps.
I
Because
try
you're
my
like, one of
rope
us
to
needs to
Evan's
jump.
side.
Alright.
Okay,
Evan gets a running start, jumps. Who else has 50 feet of rope?
I
No
do.
one.
I know what thought of this before. He's already jumped. He's in the air. Quick, we might need more
Yeah, we
rope.
tie the rope together
I
as
do,
he's
I do.
flying out.
Okay,
I
wait,
do.
where is he?
So
Get
you have
him.
100 feet. You have 100
Here,
feet.
give me Evan.
Evan.
Okay.
Plus your 50 that you already threw out towards us.
Yeah,
You can grab onto it.
I threw my
As the
50.
ship is sideways, you all hear this kind of clattering. It sounds like almost like cannon fire, but not the cannons. You just hear the as some just like mass amount. It could be wood, it could be all sorts of other materials, are just clashing against the underside, the underbelly of your ship. As the captain appeared to just save your life from the debris that's flying at you.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, you see the debris
Oh,
begins to
Captain, my
float over
captain.
here as it's flying, and you actually see as the ship begins to tilt back to its normal stasis. Where is that? Bodies begin to fall.
Wait, they fall? I thought things were floating over here.
Huh?
I thought things
The-
were floating.
They're
ship
floating,
has
falling
gravity.
sideways
These
because
guys
they were
are
launched
heavy
from their
boys.
ship towards you.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Connor, why is he up? He's falling.
He's falling. Okay, whoever,
Also dead.
who's that person
Who's
down
that?
there on deck?
Did
That's
it?
you.
That's me and Connor. Or wait.
Connor, you
No,
need
yeah,
to
that's
roll
fine.
a dexterity saving throw.
My back is in
9
the
plus
and
5.
9 plus 5.
My
Okay,
back.
you're good. Say, you duck out of the way as this body kind of hits the ground.
Ah!
Yeah, that
Dead
one's dead.
body!
This other one over here, it goes, it kind of hits and skids, and it grabs onto this little doorway here.
Oh, it's alive?
That one's alive. He kind of grunts.
Oh, quit it.
Kill him. Put him out of
Kill him.
his misery.
I got
He
it.
pulls himself up.
Firebolt.
Oh, he
Okay.
pulls himself up.
Yeah, he's up on his feet now.
Hey, he's back.
He goes and
Guy.
looks around. He goes.
Same
He
guy.
goes over to the other railing and is looking up at his ship that's been blasted to pieces.
So he's a bad guy?
No, he's
Seems
just sad
pretty
that his
bad.
ship's destroyed.
Seems pretty terrible person.
Probably doesn't seem good.
That's a good
Should
point.
I kill him,
Okay.
guys?
So your time. You're Evan. You're
I've
jumping.
already jumped.
All right. Evan jumped already. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
So roll that die. Give me some speed, boy.
Good
Alright.
job, Evan.
7 plus.
7
Zero.
plus. What's your athletics modifier?
It's dexterity?
Strength.
So
athletics.
0.
Plus
Athletics
2.
is 0.
Does he not have athletics modifier in here?
Athletics. Strength.
No. Oh,
Wait,
strength?
okay. No,
Oh,
so we just
plus
got
2.
plus 2. Okay.
Oh.
Is that 8, 9? Okay. So Evan, you're
Yeah.
jumping. It's a good speed. You're gaining on her, but it's far away.
She threw a rope though too,
Well, we
so you
have
can grab
150
onto that,
feet,
and then we
yeah.
can
Okay.
pull him back early.
That rope is kind of floating there. So Evan, you're aimed towards that rope. You're floating towards it. Okay.
You have 150 feet.
Okay. So you're reaching.
Total.
You're reaching about the edge of that rope. Have you tied another rope to it already?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we tied her rope.
No, you tied Connor's
So
rope.
you guys
and
have
your
100
rope.
feet.
Okay.
Alright.
But her
She
rope
threw
is
her
already
rope.
out.
She threw her
So
out.
Evan.
out
Who tied the
towards
knot?
us. Ooh, that's a good point.
Who tied the knot?
Who's got good survival?
Okay, you already threw it. Did it? So who did it? Someone claim
I'll
it
say
right
I
now.
also threw it.
Okay, you.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
So, give me your.
6.
It's
That's
such
not
a good rope.
All right, we're gonna see. You want to see how well this holds? She goes. She reaches the edge of this rope. She reaches the
I
edge
told
of the
the
rope.
captain to turn the ship towards them.
He's like,
So-
he goes and he does that, and this guy kind of like stumbles back a little bit as he was.
Where to? Here?
Just yeah, okay.
He flies off and he's not a problem
I'm gonna go push
Okay.
him off.
You're good. You're good. Okay, the rope it pulls taut, it stretches, and you hear it just kind of strain. And with
The
the turn
rope?
of the ship,
Oh no.
it goes back to normal, and you're able to. You've gotten hold of the rope, and she's kind of on the lazier end of the rope. She's kind of like still dangling in space. Her rope goes taut. You're now in like this straight line of just rope, rope, rope. Evan, rope, Bree,
Nice.
which is just like long out here. Okay, as it goes taut, you begin to kind of drift and drift back towards the ship very slowly.
Oh.
Who's holding the rope, or
Isaac is.
Me.
okay?
And Connor.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you.
You guys do some strength check.
Yeah. Who's this?
Me?
Oh, yeah. It's like, what's going on here?
No.
8 plus. I got 11.
I got
5.
5 plus 2.
7.
Sweet.
We got 11 and 7.
11 and 7.
11 is
It's kind of strong.
It's all right.
Bad.
Together,
Okay,
it's good.
you're pulling it. It's going. You're pulling her back. Okay.
Yeah, we're also.
So it's taking some time.
I'd like to.
You see this.
How close is he to the edge?
He's got like
That was like
2 feet between him and the
legs.
rail.
My strength is -2. I won't try to push
Also,
him
he's
off.
9 feet tall.
Nah, not
Yeah. Weighs probably.
The bigger they are, the
Your weight's
harder
probably
they
around
fall.
400 pounds.
Yeah, I'm a little wizard. I can't do
And then
anything.
there's just like
Slash his ankles.
I do have a dagger. Alright, time to
You
go.
pull out your letter opener. All right.
You poke him. You rolled like 3 ones.
I didn't know anyone. Alright, so there's an 18.
Okay, wait. What is happening? What are you doing?
I was just rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't
So
do anything.
he's kind of pacing back and forth. He's looking up. You can't understand what he's muttering to himself. It's something in. You guys would recognize him. He looks somewhat like an ogre. He looks to be a
I
variant
speak
that would
ogre.
be called. You do not.
You speak
I
giant.
speak giant.
He
Oh,
speaks
okay.
giant, so
And
he
giant.
does.
Yeah.
You speak ogre.
Giant is ogre and giant.
and giant. We
Okay.
looked at it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So he's kind of muttering to himself. And he's calling a name.
You don't need to roll to understand.
Yes.
Isaac really understands.
I'm using Isaac's dice next time.
Kiran! Kiran! He's calling for, you recognize it as a name. Yeah, of apparently one of his friends. He's calling for someone.
Oh
and
wait,
there's no
I can use
answer. The
comprehend
ship is
languages.
just decimated over here.
Well, wait, we
Well,
no,
already,
we-
we
okay,
already did
Isaac
it.
already understands it.
Look, we don't
Yeah,
need
but
to
I
double
also
it.
want.
Okay,
Wait,
he's
can
basically
you,
back
like,
and forth,
get us
not really
closer?
paying mind to you people.
Isaac, can you like push
What
us a
about
little
these people?
closer?
He's not paying mind to
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, we figured. Yeah.
Can we
It's
do
less
it
than
now?
an hour.
Okay,
We could have a
you're
whole
pulling her back,
conversation
she's
for
getting
an
close.
hour.
All of a sudden he goes, he runs up the stairs here, and comes over to the captain. You're kind of,
His
yeah,
wife.
you're welcome.
Oh,
Back
he's
up.
just making
What?
it.
Kieran!
Okay, he goes, and he grabs him by the arm. He goes, Karama, Kunimork, Kunimork! He goes and he's yelling at him in ogre that
Yeah.
no one else can understand.
Isaac, what does he say?
He
You're standing
says,
next to him, so
"Go
you're just
to
like,
the ship."
yeah, actually, yeah. He's like, turn the ship around, turn it over. That's what he's yelling at him. But this guy, your captain, by the way, you don't know his name because no one asked him.
Okay.
He's there just
yeah.
Dog, what's your name?
I thought she asked him. Did you ask him, Bree?
I just talked to him.
Hmm.
And
Sounds
then-
I tell him.
So insensitive.
Yeah.
He wants you. He wants you to turn the
No, I'm
ship
not.
to
It's
go
'cause
towards
you're
the
the
ship.
sexist.
You're the hospitable one.
No.
What, why is this? It's destroyed. We must continue. We must continue. Tell him.
I tell him in Orgrish.
Okay. So how do you say it?
Orgrish.
How do you say it? You don't have to speak the language. Just
Oh,
tell me what
okay.
you. Oh shoot!
Well,
Here we go.
let me remember.
Here we go. Oh. Gore.
I tell him
I'm a little rusty.
the captain says your ship is destroyed. There's nothing left.
He goes to you and he's like, tell him to turn it around now, or I will beat in his face with my big fists.
See, he's a smart
I
one.
tell him. He
I'm gonna
says,
prep some
he
spells
says,
here.
You either turn the ship around or he's gonna beat you with his fists.
The captain goes, okay, we turn it just a little bit. We'll go by it. But have you not seen this monster? He goes, he begins to turn it nervously as he kind of flips it around. The ship tilts over here as the monster in front of all y'all has lashed itself around the ship, almost like you would see a kraken in one of the classic tales. On your own plane.
Where's Blake?
Oh, of course.
Right here.
I'm right there.
It's kind of lashed around it, and yeah, it's crushing it up and breaking it apart.
I'd like to cast a spell.
You're pulling her along. She just now reaches, along with Evan. You get on board, and she just now reaches the railing.
Yes.
I would like to cast magic missile on this
Thank
ogre.
you guys.
All right, time to do this. Okay.
Magic missile.
Right. That's right.
What happened
Okay.
to the other guy?
So I've rolled a natural 20 on my attack.
Alright, that
Nice.
means you
I
roll
saw
twice
it moving.
for your damage die.
For each, because magic missile is 3 attacks.
So you roll 6.
So I roll 6. Okay, so here's the first one. 4 and 2.
You keep track, because I'm not keeping track.
Alright, so 6. 9. 13.
13? Great. Okay. You go and you cast this magic missile. It hits him. Where are you?
I'm right here. It curves up.
So you're just like,
Magic
magic missile. Okay.
It's
You
3
go-
little dots. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay. They fly out from your hands. Actually, instead of 3, it's this time 6.
Oh.
6 flaming darts burst from your hand, whip around in this ethereal blue flame, and they go and they hit him 6 times. Almost like, you know, in that Kung Fu Panda movie where they're doing that go boing, 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 boing.
Yeah.
It's not making that boing sound, it's making more of a like. And he goes and it hits him and knocks him up here. It knocks him against the back frame of this giant tentacle octopus thing. He goes and hits that.
As
He
it
falls to the ground.
Back off and go into his boat.
He goes and he takes his glaive that's in his backhand. He goes and sticks the staff on the ground and begins to pull himself back up onto his feet.
Can I cast another spell?
No.
But I rolled a 20.
No.
Are we back on the ship?
Yeah. Are they
Yeah, you're back on the ship. You're on the railing below.
Okay, can
Bring
we just
it out.
like can we push this
Or
guy
wait,
over?
what's your
Isaac, you
character's
can
name?
interact. You're up there
Elliot.
next to him.
Awesome.
Elliot.
I
let's
lunge
go.
at him with my scimitar pretty quickly.
Sorry, I just pushed
You
this
have
guy
a
off the ship.
sickle.
Can I push
Yeah.
him off?
It's not a scimitar,
It's a
Isaac.
Sickle. Why did I say scimitar?
Nah, I guess it's not worth it.
He looks
Yeah.
bad, don't they?
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
sickle on him.
Okay, go
As
sickle
he's
him.
getting up.
Oh.
Sick.
There
That's
it
a
is.
16.
That's 19.
16?
19.
19? Okay. You go, run up, stab him, roll your damage. Is Connor dead?
6.
No. 6.
And then you do the second,
Okay.
a second
6.
attack because you're
So I
your
stab
mom.
him with my scimitar
And then you
and then
punch
punch
him.
up his jaw.
Okay, where
Except
do you
I
stab
do
him?
this. Because it's this.
Where are you trying to
Because
stab
it's
him?
mom.
I'm trying to stab him like in his chest.
Okay.
Because he's very body,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
11.
Okay, you go. You stab him. Oh yeah, roll your die.
Ayo, 7.
This is for my fist.
Okay, yeah.
That's a
You go, you
powerful
stab
fist,
him. You
Isaac.
stab him in the lung, and you hear him kind of rasp.
Nice. Alright.
And you go and you punch him up in the jaw,
Finish him.
and actually you hear this kind of pop that you're
It's
trained
all
to
my training.
recognize is
That's all my trade.
Yeah.
his neck just broke.
Awesome.
High 5?
Sick.
Okay, so he's dead,
Teamwork.
slumped over here.
I like killing.
Perfect. Okay. Can I?
I like
The captain goes and he takes the wheel. All of a sudden
Yes.
he pushes
Oh,
it
God.
forward, and you actually see the helm kind of lean forward as the entire ship plunges down beneath
Such a good
that beast in the sky.
Okay, down.
Yeah.
Isaac is,
All right, we're
Isaac's
going down.
fast.
Okay, you're going down, and you start going beneath that monster that's kind of wrapped itself around this ship over here.
Alright, Captain, get us out of here.
Okay.
Screw the ogre.
He goes, all right, everyone, down on the stars below.
I'm already there.
Down on the stars below. Go.
Wait, everybody's already there.
Okay.
Well, that was
Okay.
my guy.
Put your hands,
Put your hands up.
each hand, each hand on the star. Each hand on the star.
I put my hand
Ooh,
on
I
it,
choose
but-
this one.
Dang it! I wanted that one, Isaac.
This is my guy. Wait, no, this is
I'm
my
already
guy.
on
We look
Okay,
very
well,
similar.
Why-
As you begin to
why am I
touch them,
falling?
I choose this star.
the stars that you touch actually light up this brighter white light, cold, just like a star would be in the night sky. It's almost indistinguishable. As you're staring, you begin to see the deck almost seems to meld with just the nothingness of space. And you feel yourself almost rush as everything around you, peripheral vision, just dissipates into this black nothingness with only the stars around you. You all enter some sort of trance, and all of a sudden, you break free of that trance, you enter the light of this cold moon all of a sudden right in front of you, and you see on that moon, in a crater, there's in fact another portal.
Dog,
Not
why didn't
another
we do that in
portal,
the first
another
place?
portal.
Yeah.
I'm asking the captain. Why didn't we do this in the first place?
Because if we do this when there's something nearby, we'll kill all of us, and we'll kill them too.
That's
we do
okay.
not want to do this
I
all
don't
this.
know, that doesn't make scientific sense.
This is not science. This is magic. He's like,
Science doesn't
Magic is just
exist.
science we don't understand.
Ayo. If you're watching Malachi, sorry, I didn't mean it. Okay. We go, and all on the ship, we're headed straight for this portal.
Let's go, Captain. Captain, my
You're
captain.
rushing forward. The wind almost, you feel as if there's a wind filling the sails above you.
Oh,
You're plunging straight towards this portal. This large ether, like blue, and the stars almost begin to turn and spin into this enormous, just celestial galaxies. All these different colors, blues and purples, all spinning all of a sudden in the new cosmos as you go.
Whoa.
You feel the rush around you. Your body is tingling, almost as if every part of you is just waking up from a vast sleep. You go and you plunge into the nothingness, and all of a sudden you feel yourself still.
Whoa.
Calm the sea.
Still and calm. This glory all around you of just the heavens come close.
Whoa.
But you feel as
I start
if...
crying.
Start weeping.
I call him a baby.
How effective is it?
You feel as if time itself is stopped around you. As if every cell in your body has just... It's stayed the same. It's stasis.
Oh.
Nothing's dying, nothing's replenishing, it's all just the same. Time has stopped about you. And you notice that something strange appears to be coming up from underneath the deck there. You notice that hole, the porthole, not the porthole, what am I thinking of?
Blowhole.
The port
Blowhole.
Okay.
Blowhole.
In the deck, up from underneath the deck, up the stairs,
From
it's
this thing?
crawling what almost looks like a small little creature. Its bare white skin coming into the celestial light.
Connor.
It crawls up, and you notice it is that little boy. As he goes, he's kind of sitting there. He's looking up at you,
He's come back so I can.
and he kind of just looks up at the stars all around you guys. And he just stays there.
Let's go back to.
And that's where we're gonna stop. Good job, guys.
Awesome.
That's
Wait,
what
wait,
you think.
A little boy?
It's a little
Magic
boy. It's the
missile.
little boy.
The little boy.
The little
But I
boy.
said he came with us.
He snuck
He
on
snuck
that
on
little
the chair.
turd.
That little turd.
No,
He's
he
snuck
loves
in a
me.
box.
No, he's a little turd. It's snuck
He
on.
loves
We're
me.
like,
I
no,
gave
you
him a
can't
holy
come.
symbol.
That's the only thing. I want to save him and heal
I'll
him
spank him
and
with
help
magic
him.
missile.
I'm like his mom
Next time we
now.
see him,
My
just
convert.
spank him.
No.
As soon as Logan
You take turns.
He loves me more.